So hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, introducing you to another episode of I Don't Even Want One Copy of Timecop. This is a podcast that's about games, that's about everything, that's about anything you want to talk about. And I'm joined once again with my three amigos. To my right I have Aden.
Hello.
To his right we have Ryan.
Hello.
And to his right we have Lumsworth.
Hello.
There you go, that's us, we're introduced, and this is our podcast. So, we're going to start off as we normally do, or as we did last time, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff we've been doing this week. We're going to go around the room, we're going to hit it up, and we're all going to talk about the madness that is our lives and our sexiness. So, Aden, what have you been doing, man?
Oh, funny story.
I've been doing fine.
I've been doing alright. I've been playing same old shit I've been playing, no news come out really.
Yeah, but that's the point of this part, isn't it? As I mentioned before the podcast, where we were all having a party and having a really good time with our hookers and cocaine.
It got really awkward.
before we press play and everybody shut up. It can be about anything, dude. We don't want to restrict this to just games, because at the end of the day, people are interested in many things other than just one primary.
I'll quite happily go before you if you've got what you want to
No,
talk about.
I would say if we can come back to
I haven't really been watching anything new. Well, anything that's classed as straight.
Whoa, that doesn't matter. Explore this character.
No,
what feminine products do you enjoy?
Beauty and the Geek.
Been watching Beauty and the Geek. Happy endings.
Admittedly, I'm not as offended by Beauty and the Geek as I probably should be.
That's so bad, dude. It's not good.
I know.
What's happy endings?
It's on.
Is it a porno?
No,
It sounds like you should be.
This is
It's just-
Lauren
it's
from Happy
It's just
Ending.
a bunch of people who hang out and do things.
Happy
It's
endings
just
on
like any
each
other
other.
like.
So how does it
Serious.
sell? How do they get on
Just
instead
all-
of fucking Debbie Does Dallas?
Because the thing is that they're all weird with each other. There's one at Wayne Brothers and his wife, and they're like the happy married couple.
They're them guys from Skyrim movie.
Yeah,
Oh, I
the
know
gay
what
one.
it is. I know what it is.
Yeah, it's got.
That his wife's have scrubs in it. And
Which
newer
one? I'm
ones
not
with
sure.
blonde hair.
Oh, the
Is there that play
Yeah.
that super mean bitch?
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to try and do a one-liner, but I suck.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate that season.
Yeah, well, he's good, and there's a gay guy in it who acts like he's like a real like slob and all that sort of shit. So it's mixing the gay stereotype up a bit. I'm gonna knock you out in a minute, right?
Whoa. If your program doesn't have gays in it, what are the gays going to think? Carry on.
But I don't know. It's just fun to watch. It's just one of the things you can put on and ignore it, except from her out at 24, his daughter out at 24, isn't it? And I just want to
At
punch
least she
her every
cussed
time
her.
I see her. She annoys the tits off me.
Whoa. If you shut her mouth up, I'd like to do more than fucking punch her.
If I went to the same room as I would full on knock her out for ruining 24, for ruining happy endings,
She did
and for being
ruin
an evil
24.
person. She did. There could have been.
She ruined season 1 of 24, let's
and
be
two,
right.
and two, with that child, which was running around the streets away from her
Yeah, but
abusive father.
Yeah, but he weren't too bad because he was kind of psycho.
Yeah, but
And we wouldn't have got that fantastic episode in that bunker where she nearly got raped by that psycho in the woods. Like, I just want to play! You don't remember that?
yeah, I remember that bit.
I liked that bit.
And then the mum took one for team, and
Oh.
that were awful.
And then she got a fucking yeast infection of that dirty hillbilly.
Sounds awesome.
That sounds.
At the end of the day,
interesting.
she's in Mentalist and she plays another wannabe psychic person, and I don't like her, so I like to get him ploughed by a terrorist.
Oh, dear.
Right.
But I need you to clear something up for me, Aiden, because I don't quite understand. Were you watching Happy Endings on your own?
No, I watched a few on Wii U's, and well, yeah, I've only watched Wii U's. I ain't downloaded myself. I've only just got them off her. So.
That's okay, because on your own, way gayer. With your girlfriend, completely acceptable.
He watches them on his own. You totally know he does.
Well, I put them on. Don't get me wrong. She will like put some on to watch. So I picked that. I thought I'll watch this.
Did
It's
she
it's
turn
pretty
around and
good.
say, "Oh, I don't want to watch that," and you were like, "Come on, I want to watch it."
No,
Just wait till this episode finishes.
she's like that now because I mean, over the weekend we watched a full series, and now every chance she's like put some on, I go for that, and then she's like, no,
It's like,
anything else.
don't misconstrue me, I sucked his dick, but it weren't gay. It weren't gay.
If you watch it, it's not a gay program. It's not. It's got gay moments. I'll get that, but it's not as gay as it could be.
Yeah, we're throwing the term gay around a bit liberally here. Are we saying gay as in men-on-men action, or are we saying gay as in a euphemism for shit, or gay as in
Euphemism for shit.
gay, totally gay, Liberace gay?
I don't know. Do Americans use gay as much as we do?
Well, I hope so. They've got a booming gay community.
Yeah, but do they say everything's gay like we do, or do they say it's shit or...
I think Matt Stone and Trey Parker say it, but they're in Colorado and that really doesn't exist,
Yeah,
if
right.
we're honest.
Well, Yeah, well, that's what I've been watching, and I've been playing a lot of. Only new game I've been playing is Iron Brigade, which is awesome.
Why is it awesome? Go on.
Because
some people might not have heard of it. I've never even
for a start,
seen it. I've just seen your guys on it.
It's basically a tower defense game. It's 3D, third person. It's basically you're in a mech, waves of enemies come at you. You put down emplacements like any other tower defense. But the big hook is you customizable trench. You can play it like as in you can go for the full on tank approach. You load up with guns and go out there and kill everything, or you can be the tactical guy who puts down emplacements and upgrades his placements. And
so it's tower defense where you can fight like that South Park one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can do both roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But one of the big selling points is it's co-op and
how many?
4 player.
That's not too
Right.
bad.
So
does it scale as like Borderlands scaled, where it makes things harder, or does it throw more enemies at
there
you?
is scaling, isn't there?
I think well, when we played with Steve, it seemed to scale. So
Yeah.
we've only really played it 2-player most of the time.
Yeah, but there's loot and everything. You can fully upgrade your mech, so that's kind of cool.
I must admit, I played trial and after playing trial, I thought, you know what, I won't play it on my own, but as a 4, it's definitely worth it.
Well, it's just like that zombie game your guys got, isn't it? Where you play on your own, you're like, what is this
Zombie
fucking
apocalypse.
top-down, left for dead bag of shit?
Yeah.
And then you're like, we've all bought it!
I didn't buy it. I just played it at Aden's.
I bought it and a week
But
later
still.
it went on sale at week.
I've got it. I can't remember.
I played that trial, like-
it was before I knew you guys when I got it.
Everybody's bought this shit. I don't get it. There's this chopper up here. It's not doing out. And I didn't like that one too much, if I'm honest.
But yeah, I think so that's pretty much Iron Brigade. Downsides to it is a lot of lag.
Connection, yeah, definitely.
Even if you're the host,
You're about Dead Island, yeah?
no one about Iron Brigade.
Oh, well, I haven't had any lag in Dead Island. Have you ever been getting lag?
Don't even talk
Occasionally.
about Dead Island. But go on.
Whoa. We're not on about Ryan's hosting Horde right now. How bad is this lag?
Yeah, but Lummy gets a lot of lag at the moment since he has no internet.
It's like that, isn't
Just
it?
drop that one in.
Low
My
blow, Ryan.
connection's
Low
like
blow.
better than yours at the moment. That's saying something.
I've got a 3 up and a 0.8 down. Lummy, what have you got? Right now. Oh,
Shut up.
do you actually know why it's gone down?
Yeah, I've got an idea.
Is it all that cable stuff you were
I
mentioning?
think so, yeah.
We bought a new cable for him today, bless him.
Did you?
So he's gonna go and sort himself out.
I'm going to fix it and I'm going to Devis.
So he's going to go back and play with his cable.
Yeah,
I get that.
we love it. We love it really. Good
So yeah, the lag of Iron Brigade is
Back on
it's
topic.
the host gets it too, which is the worst thing about it.
Yeah, it's really.
What was
weird.
it, like the lag compensated
It
from
says-
Modern Warfare 3?
it
type?
Along the
basically,
side
yeah.
it says waiting for Sling 23 and it'll keep flicking up when you're lagging, so you
And
both
then on my
lag.
screen it'll say waiting for TRW Aden.
Yeah, so it just lags.
So it's
to keep you
scapegoating.
together.
it's weird.
So like, just in case you think you're the person bringing the connection
Yeah.
down, it's like, this guy
But it doesn't pop up on your screen for yourself. It just pops up other players.
Why can't you be
Yeah.
waiting for yourself?
No, you're not. You're waiting for others, so you constantly sing.
But when me and
That's what it's
Aiden
doing.
were on together,
Right,
it
yeah.
was like Steve. It was like Foodman Steve, waiting for Foodman Steve.
It's like on Borderlands, isn't it? If you're nowhere near that door and he's trying to get through that door, just warn him. Just
Yeah, I
warn
don't-
him like a boss.
I want to say up bad road, but Steve, you've got a shit connection if you're listening to this.
Yes,
Sort it out.
Steve.
Pulling that game down, Steve.
I can't really tell.
Well,
That's
it's
right.
alright when you play, it's not that bad, but when Steve gets in on it, he just ruins it. But to be fair, it were a lot of fun on 3-player, even though we were lagging like mad. I'd like to play it 4-player, that, but
Yeah,
like I said, it's
I won't buy it.
randoms.
I'd wait. It'd be a deal a week thing for me. If it went on deal a week, I'd definitely snap it up. But
Well,
other than that,
Yeah, back onto another one of the worst points is there's the bad guy in it will pop up mid-level and go, oh, here's
We
some
have a
more
new
enemies.
enemy. We have a new enemy to
yeah,
throw at you.
and he sits there for hours talking about this crap,
and you can't skip
and you
it.
can't skip it. And every time you do a level, you've got
And
to
even
sit to
if you
listen to this
replay the
guy,
level,
talk
every
shit.
level, every time you replay it. So
yeah, it still pops up and says,
It's
"I've
not-
got this new enemy for you."
It's about 30 seconds long, max. It's not that
Whoa,
long, but it's
whoa.
very, very annoying. I won't even say 30 seconds.
You want to play Shadows at Damned? 20-minute unskippable cutscenes, no stackable
I
achievements.
watched your
You've got to play it on every fucking difficulty.
I watched your video on when you got stuck behind that tree.
I don't even understand why that bit even exists.
So okay, that stupid. I'll get onto that when it swings back around to me. Sorry, Aiden, back to you, man.
Yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to add on it.
Not on Iron Brigade, no. It's very enjoyable playing it with people, but it does get very tiring and boring on your own. I would definitely say.
I think we should have a Skyrim conversation right now because me and Ryan the other day were on a computer looking at one of his buddies, and you've put how many hours into Skyrim?
120.
120 hours in your level
57.
57. This guy's level
81.
80.
Level 81.
And he's not even beat
He's
the
not even
game
thousand
yet.
it yet.
How the fuck is that possible? What's this guy been doing in? Tell us the secrets.
I want to know what he's been
much.
doing. He's like double my level.
That is fucking nuts. 120 hours.
Leveling up, you should know about
How
that,
many hours
Mr.
is
I
this
found
guy-
glitches
Yeah, I
here.
find glitches level. I'm
Aiden's
still
level
level
57.
57.
Yeah, but how many hours has the other guy put into it?
Well, we don't know. We're just.
But we
like,
just know that he's not got as he's only got like 750G on.
He's
Right,
not
right.
done as much as our frame of reference, which is in.
Yeah, well, I bet we get a million comments going, oh, I've put 10 hours into it and I'm level 90 or some shit now and I look right shit.
Did you should be thinking of proactively
I
thinking
have
about
wasted-
comments when you're saying stuff in this?
I have wasted so
You know
much
now
time
that
on
people,
Skyrim.
people
though.
actually want to put a comment, they'll just go, oh yeah, I've played 10 hours.
You can't have a fucking opinion on YouTube without somebody dropping a comment. So, oh, you've got a different voice to me, you dickhead. That's all it
See,
is.
my way of leveling up on that is speak to somebody, keep tapping A, put a film on, keep tapping A. Put a film
Oh,
on,
is
keep
it
tapping A.
speech sounds as if they've still got that
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm at my speech level 100 now, so I can't do that anymore.
Then he came to my house and did it on mine.
So
Level me up
then
some
for it,
more.
yeah. And then sometimes I'll clear out a cave other than one bandit and then stand in the corner and let him hit me with my armour. He can't damage me. And then put a film on and my armour levels up.
Do you know what game you'll really love, right? Superman Returns. There's this one achievement where you've got to fly for like 9 million miles. You just fly in circles.
Is that
you,
that rubber band thing?
you rubber band that motherfucker, you tape that panel on. Fly for days, you'll love it. I watched about 9 films and into that shit. God, it took forever.
Dear.
I did that on Bully. There's one for running so long, biking so long, and skateboarding so long, and
It's
I
like
just
the,
wedged my analog and then switched between 3.
Did you do it in Dead Rising for that 24 hours indoors and 24 hours outdoors?
No.
And then work on your marathon, man. So
Which
you're running
game
into
did I do it
corner.
on recently? I did it on a game where you had to
That's
do
funny.
something like that. And I managed to jam my pads so the person just ran in circles and I can't remember what it was on at all. But I remember trying to get that part like it's 1999 achievement and every time I did it my mum went and turned my Xbox off because I was out.
Wow.
Oh, years too. Yeah.
Have you got that one yet, Aiden?
No, I've nearly got it legit.
So I'm
though.
only I'm the only person in this room legitimately that got Pike like it's
I
1999.
legitimately got it by leaving
Fuck
my
you,
Xbox
man.
on overnight.
I played like first to 1 kill games and
My-
stuff like that.
My
for
Xbox
hours.
has played 1,999 games.
Fucking
I
hell.
haven't.
I played about.
So your
5.
Xbox got the achievement.
My Xbox is amazing, except it's chugging at the moment.
It wants to meet my Xbox, get a hand job and make my disc tray work.
Yeah, it's not getting to that point yet, but it is lagging quite a lot. I don't like it.
I went on
That's
Xbox website yesterday. There's a load of things for stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like I
support
think
thing. I
now
don't,
just
he's probably just turned your Xbox off and on again, but
yeah.
apparently
then
I have to get
do-
this tray working.
that instruction number 3 is, and then with your Allen key and your sandpaper, it's like fuck you now. Now you've breached your warranty. It's literally that kind of shit.
Well, I don't know if it's a new Dash update or whether it's my Xbox, but it's been very slow at the
Yeah,
moment.
after
It's
that-
worrying me quite a lot. But
yeah, dash update.
No, but I
decline, so-
like that new Dash.
It's
I'll
not-
throw it out there. I like that.
it's
new
not
Dash.
that I dislike it. It's the fact that I think it's made my Xbox slow, and it
I
worries
think
me. I don't like it.
all the problem I've got with new Dash is you can't customize slides.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
think
know
you
if
should
you can.
You should be able to custom.
Well, it's just like touchscreen in fucking Argos. You never know where to go. It's just like, where's my game? Square, square, square.
Oh yeah.
So we're
But
going
they've
to
got that
dashboard
big
now.
search-
This is telling people how to play it.
They've
No,
got
no,
that
it's just a
search thing
segue,
though,
of
haven't they,
course.
which makes it a lot easier to find what you want and that in marketplace and that. I like that. That's nice.
The
You
bin,
just put,
the bin
yeah,
search
you just
at the
start
end,
searching
yeah.
for a letter.
If you go
and
right to
bomb.
the left,
I'll
the
just
search bar, you can just type anything you want into it.
I'll just interrupt you guys. For those that don't know, for all the PS3 players and what have you, the Xbox just got a recent addition to its dashboard. It's been redesigned, and we're just going to talk about that from now. So we'll move back to you, Aiden, so you can finish up, and then we'll go back around the room. But since I was segued, we might as well go on to it.
I think it looks more like the PlayStation than it did before, and I don't like the PlayStation one, so...
I don't know, because my big thing is, why does it start you on that fucking page?
The advertising page.
Yeah.
Do you know what I don't get
It should
about
start you on
that?
the
You
social
could
page.
turn it off before,
Yeah.
but on this it's like,
Apparently, there's a way you can go through your firewall and block it so you don't get advertised.
Have you seen how you do that?
fuck
It's
that.
a long
Allen
process.
key, sandpaper,
It's all about going into your router
the
connections.
front page should be
DMZ.
play disc in middle.
yeah.
Then or maybe
Achievements.
your profile in middle, something like that. But it's not.
Have
And
you
then you've got to go to your friends list to get to you, and it's like
Have you seen...
Have you tried to look at your achievements?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's like 3
You've got
fucking
to,
pages.
you've got to
Sign
go,
off.
go onto your profile, go to the right, then click on your profile, then go to the right, and then it's halfway down that list.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is that?
They've made it a barrier to entry. Before, it was there. Now, you're going deep. And I don't like that.
I just use the guide now. Press the guide, go to the left at the top,
Yeah.
and it's a list.
I'm guide all the way now.
They're all about simplification and making it more user-friendly interface. If anything, this is a step back for user-friendly, because before, you never had to go deeper unless it went marketplace. Everything was just there.
But it's a lot cleaner though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt, but look at YouTube. YouTube looks a lot cleaner, but it's fucking garbage, and everybody you see is like, oh, they finally killed your page now, this stupid fucking layout. It's like, oh. First thing I did, switched it back to standard layout, because just because it looks nice doesn't mean it's effective.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
on that.
the only redeeming factor with the whole play disc being smaller than the rest of it, if you press your left bumper, it doesn't automatically go in the advert, it automatically puts it on play disc. So if you go left bumper back onto that screen, it's automatically on play disc. You don't have to scroll across to get to it, which is alright.
But I want to see a great tile with picture of game I'm going to play. I don't want to see a giant tile of Disneyland Connect.
Well, at
Which
the
is,
moment,
every time Timex was on Disneyland Connect, play it now. Do I look like the sort of guy who wants
at
to
the
play
moment,
Disneyland Connect?
yeah.
Mine's always FIFA.
mine's always Modern Warfare 3. I think
Mine's
it's
always
like
fucking
fucking
tampon or
I think
something.
it's what you play, because he plays
Yeah.
FIFA. I've been playing
Oh, well,
Modern
that's
Warfare.
great. Manly sport, manly game, Disneyland.
Disney Connect.
Suits you, Eddie.
Oh, shut up, dick.
It's better than a shake weight. Do you need to get in shape? Shake weight. That's one thing that PS3's got over Xbox every day. When you highlight a VR disc, it starts playing an animation, like a cutscene.
Oh, in the
from
in the
games.
background.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
fucking tasty.
That's
It looks
cool.
real tasty. But still takes you 20 minutes to find where that disc is.
And then
And then
if
you've got
it's
to
the
select what
first-
tell you want to
if
use.
it's the first time you put the disc in, you've got a long wait.
Do you want to install? No.
You
Well, you cannot play the game. Oh.
I think it gives you the option and
They
then
shouldn't-
takes it away from you instantly.
I hate how it's a mandatory install.
No game should ask you for it. If you want to say no to it, you bought it, you should be able to say, no, I don't want to install it, but I want to... Well, like with updates.
Well,
Do you want to update? No, you'll be signed out of Xbox Live. It's like,
Well,
fuck you, I'm paying for this. I should be able to
keeping
do it out of
fair,
it.
though. A lot of them updates are patches, and
Yeah,
if some
they
people
add
have
to
it and some
firmware.
people don't, then
Yeah, but when I wanted to play Battlefield, and then it was like, granted, it weren't high, but it was Sunday evening. My internet is garbage on Sunday evening, and it was some like a 200 meg update, and it would go in at like a millimetre a minute. And I wanted to play Battlefield. I'm not going to sit there all hours at night waiting for it to update on a Sunday. Well, it does that to me. I wanted to just play it, and I should be able to say, no, I don't want to update. And
Do you know what I should do?
Internet.
You
I know, it feels good at the minute to have
Sure.
internet.
You know PS1? Not that white one. PlayStation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very first Tekken. Or Namco?
Yeah.
I think it was
so,
Namco.
yeah.
When you were loading that game, because the PlayStation 1 took forever to load, you played Space Invaders.
When
You
when's
did
the
that on
Asteroids?
Ridge Racer as
No,
well.
Space Invaders
You did that on
on
Ridge Racer as well.
Sure,
Because
one of
if
them
you
Asteroids.
I think what original Ridge Racer for PlayStation 1, if you managed to do something, you unlocked a car for any game.
Well, just look at Project Gotham with Geometry Wars. It's a
Yeah.
little side
Oh, yeah.
game. Let us fucking play that while it loads.
Surely it can't think about how much power there is
The
in consoles now compared to what it won't be
Yeah,
hard to
exactly.
just put in these
The one thing I said to you the other day was, I can download a DLC or whatever I want or a film while talking to you guys in the party. I put a disc
You
in.
can't play a game.
I put a disc in and it's updating. Why can't I be connected while it's updating? I've said yes to the update. It signs me out of my party. It signs me out of Xbox Live. Doesn't update. It signs me back in.
It's a good point, that, because it's like
'Cause you don't
what's
need-
so
why
hard about
can't
it?
you play?
Well, yeah.
Because the whole point in getting content is you've got to download it, but it should not stop you from being able to use your console.
Exactly.
It should download in the background, and you should be able to do whatever you want.
That's the thing. It's like if I go into the marketplace and say I'm going to download a game, I can download that in the background. It'll pause if I go online. It'll do whatever, but I can still do it. If it's downloading an update, it signs you out of Xbox Live. Just if you say no, it should sign you out. If you say yes, then I don't see why it has to.
Funniest thing about it as well is there is a group of people in R&D at Microsoft that are working on these little things, these sort of things, and they're still not getting the right things right. And it's funny for us to say, oh, it's only on dashboard, but if you think about it, we're paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we're a consumer, and we're not
we
being
were on about that other day when we were
appeased.
in town. Because
Yeah,
we were
difference
about
between
PS3 is free and interface is nice, and you pay for Xbox and you're paying for a service, and that's probably why it's better to look at and to use. But if you, it's like I say, if you're paying for it, then there's certain demands, there's certain things that you think they'll look at and just go, you know what, this is an issue, we'll fix that first instead of putting it on the back burner and doing it
And it's
later
like when
on.
people argue about the quality of PS3 versus Microsoft. What you've got to bear in mind is Microsoft have been doing this online business a long fucking time. Sony were making TVs, and they make nice TVs. They
Yeah.
didn't do the online stuff, they ventured into it, and that is why their online services suffered, because they're learning it. Microsoft learnt it.
See, I think
That's your competitive.
I think there should be a trade-off Blu-ray for Microsoft's online.
I don't know, because then that might be like a fusion of companies, and then there'll be no competition, because Sega aren't going to be like, Dreamcast 2! out of nowhere. Cause
And then they'll be monopolising it, then they'll get sued, then they'll get disbanded, and then there'll be nobody.
Yeah.
Sega. Dreamcast
no,
2.
no, there'll be SGA. Forgot.
I like how out of all that we didn't even bring Nintendo up.
Dude, we're on about games companies.
Well, Wii U. Well, is it still Wii U or is it something else? I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's Wii U.
The Wii U, yeah.
we play.
That game were awesome. I'm actually thinking about getting a Wii U just for the simple fact of it can play Wii games, and I want to play Donkey Kong Country, Mario Galaxy 2, No More Heroes 2, and New Zelda.
You know
I've got Skyward Sword.
You
I'm
know
not
that,
focused on that.
Yeah.
You know that lovely little controller that you've got there, though?
Yeah.
Well, that tablet.
That tablet that you've got,
Yeah.
only one person can use one of them. If you have a multiplayer game, nobody else can use one. They have to use a standard pad.
All them games I just mentioned, they're all pretty much single player.
Yeah, I know, but
I
in
don't
terms
want
Yeah,
of...
but Etch a Sketches now have got USBs, so that's all I'm saying. It looks fucking ridiculous. Fuck Wii.
If you're playing,
I'm not bothered about the controller, it looks shit.
if you're playing like if you're playing a game and you don't have one of them controllers, or you're playing a multiplayer game, that your map comes up on that controller. It don't come up on the
I
screen.
think that's kind of cool.
And
Because that works so well for Dreamcast.
But and yet, if you've got a 2-player game and your map comes up on the screen, the second player can't see the fucking map because they don't have a screen.
It's just like split screen in Rainbow Six Vegas.
Well,
This is where we're going.
hold it closer to them. You lean on them a bit. You spoon while you're
Yeah.
playing, right? You don't think of these things.
You get
I'm obviously
four
not a
men on a
Nintendo
bench.
fan, clearly.
They're trying to bring people together. One person has this. Families ride. You're all around your
You
kids.
want to
You're
bring
playing
people
it.
together, dude?
Your wife gets in on it. You're there all as a family looking at
Schoolgirl in a
the
train.
map.
That's all you have to do. Innocent schoolgirl on a train. All those businessmen get together then. She don't even fight back.
Do you remember that stupid Japanese game where you had to feed air hostess bananas and stuff?
What's this?
That sexy Wii game. Yeah, we remote were to control phallic-shaped things going into innocent schoolgirls' mouths, and they got like all blushy and shit.
Needless to say, I'm pretty sure this didn't come out in England.
Needless to say, I own it. I don't.
I couldn't get when you showed me that. Oh my god.
Games Radar, man, that site fucking rocks for shit like
God.
that. They find some
It's-
stupid stuff.
Every issue of Games TM, like it's the upcoming games, always got one that's exclusively Japanese, and it's always something messed up. Like there's one where you're going into hell to rescue girls who've sinned by spanking them and shit like that. It's so
Tell me more.
what are these Japanese? What are Japanese games designers thinking? They sat there,
What?
they're brainstorming.
They-
They're
no,
like,
they-
schoolgirls,
They know
tick the box,
sex
slapping.
sells.
Dude.
This isn't sex.
Well, it's
This is just
in
weird.
the ballpark.
Yeah, but dude, if you're gonna go to hell, you don't want to do it in Dante's Inferno. You want to do it in Schoolgirl City and slap some ass. Seriously?
Yeah, but
Whoa.
Yeah,
Boobs where monsters come out of nipples, or cotton panties over the crest of a small Asian lady. Who's been drawn?
Aiden likes Dante, doesn't he?
Aiden likes
I
hand
do
drawn
like
Asian
Dante.
ladies.
He's got that nice little. He's got his top off fanny and he's got that nice little cross
That
across
little
it. It's just
patchwork quilt on his chest. My wife was a seamstress, but then she died.
just a note to people. I'm not actually gay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's just sat on a bench with 3 guys in his underpants.
I feel comfortable.
But that is the new Dash. Some of
Yeah.
us like it, some of us don't.
Yeah.
It's gonna diversify opinions because it does something different for different people. If you're,
I just think it'll be it doesn't matter what your opinion on it, it's just a matter of time before they change it anyway.
It's
well,
gonna
the
get
big
used
thing
to
is the
that.
YouTube implementation.
Yeah.
YouTube and probably the
I'm
Netflix
actually looking
stuff.
forward to that 4OD and stuff like that, innit? So
Oh, it's
yeah.
coming out in the winter, innit?
Because we don't. How do we get Netflix yet? Because Americans have had it for fucking ages.
Yeah, it's coming
They're
over.
all Netflix veterans.
It's coming over. Love Film are like trying to. They're all buying up different companies and stuff. You know, like to get rights for like channels and stuff.
It's pretty good though.
They're all buying up what they
I'm
can.
not. What is Netflix? I thought it was like Love Film, like streaming service.
It is a streaming version of Love Film. You get movies and TV series and everything, but it's really cheap.
Right, I see.
That is the main driving force. And I do think Love Film have tried to do something very similar with their streaming features.
$4.99
But
thing, innit?
it's like they say on my package, you can stream any movie you want. And you know when I go and try and do it, they want to fucking charge me.
Yeah, because there's only certain ones.
It's like
you
I've
can
seen
do it.
Citizen Kane, let me stream it, motherfucker, $4.99. But
3 times. 9.95.
I don't even want one copy of Timecop. You can't shop a shit cat. But yeah, dude. So have you been watching? Have you been playing? Have you been doing anything else? Or Is
Well,
that your week
well,
in a
Ryan.
nutshell? In a tip?
Yeah, I'll pass the reins to Ryan.
Pass the
Well,
torch.
To be honest, the first thing I wanted to do was
Coffee
to
on these.
kiss some ass for the people that listened to our first podcast, because to be honest, I didn't think many people would actually listen to it, and we got quite good feedback, and I thought it was very positive, so I was very happy about it.
So what Ryan's trying to say, folks, is if you like what we're doing or if you like what you're hearing, please drop some love because he likes reading it.
Yeah, I love it. I really do.
It gives him a man chubby.
And also, we've also decided between ourselves, I think, if it's still going ahead, that the whole 2-week thing isn't working very well.
Yep.
And we should do one once a week,
Once
which
a week.
hopefully will make some of you guys happy if you do enjoy listening to us once a week.
If you don't, fuck you.
Yeah, see you there. But yeah, so thank you, and keep listening every week, because it's going to keep coming, hopefully.
Yeah, and give us some feedback on how long you suggest it should be. Because we were at 1 minute.
2 hours 40.
He's at longer. I'm at around the hour bench.
He likes it short, does Aden, but we like it long. So.
Me and Ryan have got the large penis. So,
But yeah,
man.
I was thinking that.
Your penis, man.
That's a big American penis.
Big American penis. And Mr. Mokonoki has assured me that my penis is dinosauric inside. Sorry, Ryan, interrupting once again.
But yes, in terms of what I've been doing this week, other than watching gay films,
Whoa, elaborate. We've already had this game marathon at the
right?
start.
Okay.
Let's get gay with some kids now.
I went to see New Year's Eve at the cinema.
Ooh.
How dare you?
Here's a question for you, dude. How many fucking celebrities is on that poster?
A fair few. There was a fair few celebrities on the
Oh,
poster, and unfortunately, I cannot claim that my girlfriend dragged me since I don't have a girlfriend. So,
Just a couple of possibly.
my friend's girlfriend dragged me, which is even worse.
Yes, especially when you did the whole cocking the popcorn trick.
And not to bring back up old stories. Who dragged who to see Dear John a while ago?
I never
While
went
you're
to
calling
see
me
Dear John.
gay?
I've never seen Dear John.
Seriously?
I've never
Zoe
seen...
told me you
I've never
you dragged
seen...
her to see Dear
I've
John.
never seen Dear John. I've never
That's
seen
the one
it.
with Channing Tatum in it and random white girl.
I've never seen Dear John.
Good.
I got told this.
Fuck
Yeah,
Dear
I
John.
admit when I've been gay, I went to see New Year's Eve. It wasn't as good as Love Actually. That's pretty gay. That's a gay statement. I did not go see Dear John.
So,
Actually,
eat, pray, love, Ryan. Any opinions?
Dude, Alan Rickman. Enough said.
that's awesome.
Right, I've seen the latest Harry Potter. Alan Rickman's lost everything credible about him. He's gone now.
Shut up, Aiden.
He's never coming back.
Did you see him in Sweeney Todd? I wish I didn't.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
Sweeney Todd. Oh,
Fucking
my-
Sweeney Todd.
oh dear.
Alan Rickman, one of the greatest
So-
bad guys of all time, and then he made Harry Potter.
So Valentine's Day I can get past because I watch...
I never watched.
No, you said New Year's Eve, didn't
New
you?
Year's
Same
Eve,
fucking
yeah.
thing.
Apparently,
Same film.
apparently it's the same, but I've not seen Valentine's.
The only
Day.
difference is it doesn't have Bradley Cooper and I can't have a man crush because he's gay in that film.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper's not in it. No, it's
Who is in
unfortunate.
it?
You said films, that's plural.
Yeah, I have been watching some of the films, and I totally.
Mind farting on them now?
Yeah, pretty much. I watched What did I watch the other day?
I don't
was
think
in
I've heard
Hawaii
that
with
one.
you.
You watched
Captain America.
Captain America.
I watched
yeah.
Captain America.
Finally watched.
Finally watched Captain America.
And we're not as offended as me over the tiny head thing.
I did say to Lummy at the
Yeah.
start, it's very weird.
I nearly fucking turned it off.
And he was like, you'll get used to it, and then he got buff, so...
I got used to it, and then he went
No,
both. and I thought it
but
was
the thing
weird.
is, when he got buff, you were like, there you go.
There you
it
go.
is.
There you go. I paused it when he got buff. I didn't want that female in that picture. Get her out. Is it Chris Evans?
Yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
like
You've
that
got a
man's
superhero
chest.
thing at me, haven't you? Thor as well.
No, dude, it's ripped superhero.
I never saw Thor.
Chris Evans and Ryan Reynolds.
You take them fucking shirts off. I mean,
That Hulk, he's super ripped.
he's green.
He is great.
And he's imaginary. And he's digital.
And Thor's not imaginary.
Thor was a dude! You were in Star Trek! For 10 minutes. I'm gonna land a ship. I love you. Dead.
For those who haven't seen Star Trek, he doesn't die.
Was that him?
Yeah, he's
the
the
beginning
captain of
of
the
film.
original at the right at the start of the ship.
Really?
Yeah. You know
What,
what?
his dad?
His dad.
Yeah.
There's Cameron from Scrubs. He's like, I'm having a baby. He's like,
Yeah.
it's okay, love. I'm going down with the ship.
See you later. It's like Captain America, where he's like, I'll come meet you and dance with you.
That is amazing. It's like, I don't know if I'd rather be anywhere else. See you later, honey. No, I'm in the future.
Oh my god.
They didn't exactly look hard for him. It couldn't have been that hard to find him. He was flying over America, and then 2 minutes later he crashed.
No, he won't fly over Paul.
You'll find over the because that ship at the start that they're looking.
Doesn't he go over America though?
Do you not remember?
He goes over.
Since when has Paul's been in America?
I thought they'd flown
depends.
over a city
Lot
or
of strip
something.
clubs.
I can't remember. It was ages when I went to see it. So
No,
Yeah, but
he's
at the
over
start
Paul's.
of the game, they're looking in the ship, which they've found. They finally found it.
The game, the film.
yeah, I get that
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But I thought when it crashed, it was
No,
somewhere
he
closer
won't,
to
he
America
won't.
because there seemed to be a bit of urgency. Like they were getting close wherever we were going to get bombed or
Where-
whatever.
No,
where
you
he
weren't getting
crashed was where
closer,
they
but
found
it's
it.
because at speed you were travelling up.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
Well,
Well,
It was
anyway.
still a great distance
Did you notice
away.
that
Didn't
they
find him,
didn't
they could've.
explain the most important thing? How he gets that shield to fucking come back to him.
Because
I
he's
think
awesome.
He's got
Never
magnetic
got
fingers.
That. Never got that. Of all the weapons, if he throws his shield and they don't come back, what does he do then? Except for sing or something when he did a little pantomime.
Yeah.
It's just something.
That was best thing was in front of them troops. I'm Captain America. We're gonna go beat those Japs. Like fuck you. All the people just not impressed. He's like, we're going to kill communism.
I wrote superhero films. I thought Captain America was probably one of the better ones because I thought
You were a good one.
Thor was shit, Iron Man 2 was
Fuck
shit.
you, dude. Thor is a great
I
film.
never saw.
Right, I won't say. Right, I'll take that back. I think it's
I'm
fine
half and half
shit.
with Thor.
It was alright. I didn't
Iron Man 2
have any
wasn't that
particular
bad.
things to it. There
Thor is so watchable, it's infectious.
I've
I've not watched it.
Iron Man 2 is the biggest abortion ever scraped.
It's
off
not
the
as
bottom
good
of
as
the
the first one.
Dude,
but
Iron Man
it's-
2 is dog
See,
shit.
I think Batman. I like Batman's for superhero
Well, yeah.
films. So
Yeah, me too.
I think
Batman Returns, don't need anything else now.
they're a bit too realistic now. Batman's. I think there's no
that's what I like
there's no
about
sense of superheroism to it. It's more like I'm watching Chuffing Goodfellas. So oh, drug money's and launderers, and we need to go to the red
That's what
banks
it's
and get it
I
laundered.
I hope that the new Spider-Man is actually good. That's
Law
what
and
I want.
Order on Halloween. New Spider-Man, I've seen it. Du, 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 du.
Can't give a shit about Spider-Man. Last ones were all garbage.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
when
no.
anybody says all garbage,
You seen that like
New one's
1970s
gonna be
one where
more
he's running
garbage.
around that office block like dressed as Spider-Man.
was Spider-Man on the old Hulk program? Because Thor were on
so.
it, Daredevil were on it. That's the Thor you want.
That's a Daredevil you want. Ben Affleck, perfect superhero cast.
Oh my god. Almost as bad as a Green Lantern.
That's a Terminator 3 moment.
I
I
think
forget
so.
that one exists.
If they do a second Green Lantern, I think it'll be a lot better because the first one's just set.
As long as Mark Strong's head gets smaller, I'm cool. Because that dude with red fucking face and giant back of his head did my head in. But I enjoyed that film. It's by no means a good film, but I sat there and I'm like, it's pretty funny this. pretty
Green
daft.
Lantern.
Yeah.
I think it had a lot of setting story and all that, and second is just gonna go.
I think it suffers mostly by the fact that everybody sat watching it, unless they're hardcore comic book kids, is going, who's this one again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did this guy used to be purple and ride a horse? It's like, you don't have brand recognition of Green Lantern unless you're full on.
Yeah, it's not one of the. It's not one of the more popular ones. Really.
Well, it's one of the best-selling, or maybe the best-selling comic book in America.
I thought you were black. Am I confusing that with somebody else?
No, right.
That's probably when he went to Justice League.
Yeah,
Oh,
Justice League
oh,
cartoon, the Men in Black.
PC League.
While
that.
we're on this,
I
this
still thought you were black.
superhero thing, I want to get my point across to everybody out there who loves Thor and all that, all these recent ones.
You want to do this?
Nick Fury is not black.
No, it's not.
Nick
Nick
Fury
Fury got a white
is
stripe
white
through his
No,
hair.
they've
with a white
they've
stripe.
redone him.
No, they
They've
can't
redone him.
redo him. He
I
was a
thought
cigar
Stan Lee had
chomping
reimagined
badass.
comic.
Do you know who he reminds me of when I see Nick Fury's cartoon character? John Connor, Terminator 1. You know when you see him all scarred on his face,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like creepy hair, he's I stood in front of the battlefield.
In one of the more recent Punishers, he asked Punisher to go do a job, and he's swearing like non-stop, and then goes to an hotel room and bangs 3 prostitutes. That's the Nick Fury I want. An 80-year-old banging prostitutes with a cigar.
Is that side, that like DC, no, what is it? Is it Marvel?
Is that? No,
It's,
yeah, it's
Marvel,
Marvel
yeah.
Edge.
The,
or
the
something.
Marvel Knights or something where they can swear, they can do really harsh
Yeah,
violence
I think
and
it went
sex and
Knights,
stuff.
Edge, Max now. It's at Max
Yeah.
at the minute. It might have changed again, but I haven't read it.
Because there's certain moves they can't do, you know, in just the standard Marvel comics. Like they can't do full-on close-up backbreakers and shit because it's too violent for
Yeah.
them comic ranges. Which is gay because everybody knows wrestling's fake,
Ooh.
except for half of America.
To
that
be honest,
sits there,
though-
kill him with a big sign.
To be honest, though, comics are very, very different over here than they are in America because
Everything's different.
comics over here were for a long time considered to be kids read comics, but over in America,
Yeah.
They're considered to
yeah.
be fat kids
Yeah.
that read comics.
no,
And then over in Japan, paedophiles that read comics.
but it is seen as something that older people read in America, but a lot of people over here, it's just mainly young people that read comics.
I think that's just because they've got more names for illness over there. Over here, you're just a retard. Over there, it's like, he's a special individual who has multi-syndrome neurosis neurosi, and he likes comics. Over here, they're just like,
tablets
stop reading them comics, you fucking little shit. Get outside and play in sunlight. In what? Sunlight! Rah! Chasing kids out. Go and get abducted! You heard it, white van man, go and find him.
Oh god.
So have you played any games then, dude?
Actually, yeah, I have to be fair.
Well, we've got to keep it on some kind of tangent.
I've obviously been playing Iron Brigade with Aden because we mentioned it earlier. And whenever I've got chance, I've been playing the new Assassin's Creed. I've been...
Go on then, do tell us about that, because I know nothing about this game except my diminished return over Brotherhood was massive, because I did not enjoy that game. It was a fantastic game, I'm kind of getting to that point where people are with Call of Duty. It's not doing the same for me.
Generic. Because they're powering them out so quickly, they're not changing it.
It's so very similar. It's like, I've been here before, I realise that this is good, but I have no impulse to play it.
I think main focal thing with Brotherhood was the fact that Desmond got stuck in Animus.
Oh, the story beads were good.
Yeah, but it's
if a little bit fucked up.
That shouldn't be like, oh, the new thing is you get to play more as Desmond. That shouldn't be it. The new thing should be, oh, you get to this super awesome thing as Ezio. Because that's where you want to be. You don't want to be climbing blocks, you want to be climbing buildings.
The thing for me would be, you're doing this awesome new thing as Michael Caine in New York, 1950s or something. It should have moved.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it is more of the same. It is very similar. The landscapes look very similar.
It's the last one of this trilogy, though, isn't it?
Is it flat?
Last one of Ezio trilogy.
What's City like?
Because next one's going to be 3, isn't it?
It's like the same as what's in 2 and Brotherhood. It's very similar.
But 2 was a bit more vertical than Brotherhood. Brotherhood were very flat.
When Brotherhood Rome?
Yeah.
Because you only went there briefly in 2, didn't you? They established it a bit more in Brotherhood. So where are you now? You're like Tripoli or something ridiculous.
You're in
Turin.
What's it called now?
I don't know.
Constantinople.
Yeah, Constantinople, yeah. But basically, it's very similar. It's brought in the thing with Brotherhood again, where with like the Borgia towers that you had to do in Brotherhood, but you've got slightly different towers, and what they've got is, in the area you've got an influence of Imperial guards, and the lower that influence, the safer your strongholds are in that area, and the higher their influence, they can actually come and attack your strongholds, and it brings you into like a tower defense.
So is it like the gang warfare thing from like San Andreas, where you do a territory but it's never fully safe?
Yeah, it's very similar to that, and they basically have these big towers, and you go into the area, and you've got to basically assassinate the chief from the area. And you look in your eagle vision, his goal, you assassinate him, you climb a tower, you set a thing on fire, you do your eagle vision, and then that area's sorted.
See, the only problem I've got with that is, how routine does that now sound, as opposed to what it was before? It's like, oh, there's something tall over there, I'll go climb it.
Yeah. And now if you see something tall, it's one of these towers that you've got to go and kill a guy and climb and set on fire and do your eagle vision.
What's this with Assassins or whatever? Isn't that more immersive? Like you can do more with them.
You've got the same thing with the thing they had on Brotherhood, where you can recruit them and send them on missions. And again, that is down to the whole territories thing. There's certain missions that are going to be harder because the territories got more Imperial guards in it. Whereas
do they do it within the city, or do they still send them off?
It brings up a map.
It will
when you're choosing it.
Does it start fully zoomed out, so you've got to take 20 minutes zooming in?
It's not as bad as the Brotherhood one. It's a lot better than that. But they've added certain things in. They've added in the hook blade, so you can jump higher, and they've got these ropes that you can slide down and stuff like that. They've added in the bomb making thing, which was one of their big things.
Out of all of Brotherhood, playing every Assassin's Creed up until Brotherhood, up until this one I played Brotherhood, not once have I thought,
want to make bombs?
I'd like a bomb.
No, other than using a smoke bomb every so often, there's not really. I've not really made many.
I'd like a bigger concealed knife.
There's loads of loot. There's loads more loot everywhere, loot boxes and stuff. But when you open them, you get ingredients, and then you go to your bomb thing, and you can make different bombs. And then you've got the whole strategy tower defense side, which they've added in.
Which does sound kind of interesting.
Which I've only done a couple of them so far, because you can upgrade your units after every one. But yeah, you've got a sort of, it's nearly top down, it's like a diagonal view of what I did it on was like an L-shaped bit of the town, and you can't move from there, and you have waves of Imperials that are coming to try and take your stronghold because the influence has got too high, and you can put archers on the roof and you can put barricades up and stuff like that, and you basically got to kill them before they get through to your stronghold. Which it's very interesting. It's all right. And when I finished it, it said you've unlocked new units and stuff, but I've not got into a bit where I've had another one yet. I've only done like one or two of them.
Yeah.
But other than the little new additions they've added in, it seems very similar. Rather, the graphics are very similar. The gameplay is very similar. So
His gun's still in it.
you do have a gun.
That gun was stupid.
The only gun that I've used so
I liked
far.
that hammer, you know, those things kind of
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
That looks so
the only
cool.
gun thing that I've had so far is like a little poison dart you can put into it, and you can fire a
Yeah,
poison
you
That's
could do
quite-
that on an old one though, couldn't you?
It were a blade,
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was a
old
blade
one,
you
yeah.
threw.
But
This
a
one,
blade.
this one, you get a little
I
line.
thought,
comes
I
up.
thought you aimed it like gun on old one.
I don't know.
Can't.
All I remember is the blade,
Yeah.
because you had the hidden blade that was poison that you could.
Yeah,
And you had the poison throwing knives.
Oh yeah, maybe that was what's
But this one, you've got your poison dart gun, and you can poison them, and then they go mad and start hitting people and stuff like that.
I think them adding in range things to it ruined it a little bit. Because with Brotherhood, I
As soon
remember
as you
using
got
my
that gun, you could
crossbow.
fuck people.
I used my
That
crossbow a lot.
Yeah. The
It's
thing is,
right.
I just used it for guards on roof. I didn't want to
Exactly.
run over and tussle with him or have him going, hey, what are you doing? So I just shot him with that from
all,
a mile.
Exactly.
all I did on Brotherhood was, the first thing I did was upgrade my assassins that I could take with me, and then every time I saw someone at the roof, left bumper, keep running. See someone else, left bumper, keep running, because then your assassins come and assassinate them, and that's all you have to
I
do.
do have a tangent question for you boys. When was the first time in games you saw them implement the tower defense stuff? Because obviously tower defense as a genre has been around for ages,
Yeah.
but when was the first time you saw it in a game?
What, like as a side game?
There's
kind
like a
of
mission
thing?
in it, yeah, or like a feature where they did it. Because I can remember mine.
To be honest, I ain't got a clue.
I can't.
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that
Battle
bird,
of
that...
Condor, yeah.
Yeah.
They were all coming up that road and you had to go to certain areas and cut them off with troops. And effectively, now I think back, that is a tower defense game. In the middle of that game.
I don't
Yeah.
even. I'm pretty.
can't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure I will
I'm-
have had a.
I never actually played Final Fantasy VII. I watched my friend play it because I don't get me wrong, I liked the idea of it. I just never. I wasn't that big of a gamer then, so I never really wanted to sit down and play it. But he loved it.
Yeah.
But the parts of it I remember are mainly the look at this big thing I'm gonna kill. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I've never owned a PlayStation up until about last week. So I've
And he's
never.
a proud owner of a PS3.
So yeah, I've witnessed them like Lummy has, and I've played 8 on my laptop. But other than that, I've not really. Shut up.
Well,
I've not
bear in
really,
mind, tower defense games are fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
I just wondered if your guys knew of anything earlier than that, because that's about as far back as I can get.
No, I can't think at
Been
all.
playing Hotel Senrai? After your Brotherhood? Or your
Let me
Revelation,
think. Let me
sorry?
think. Let me think.
Nice
I played Halo 3 again, but that's nothing new. And then my PlayStation. I've played a few new things on my PlayStation, but
What have you been playing on that? How have you been finding it?
I don't like the dashboard, but we're not going into that again.
Yeah, we know your feelings on that, dude. You've expressed it.
I've been playing God of War 3 a little bit.
Whereabouts are you?
I've just started. I've got this bow that burns down these vines.
Bow of Apollo.
Yeah, I've got the bow of Apollo, and I've just started going through, and these gates have come up. I'm in.
Is that where there's that Cerberus breathing fire behind it? And you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah.
Pyretheus.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I've played a bit of this. I'll have a go on Heavy Rain, because I bought Heavy Rain 2, which bored me quite a lot.
And you love your heavy rains, as I've heard.
It's very boring to begin with. It gets the storylines interesting and it keeps you interested, but I've pressed A and X and it's not even A and X, it's square and triangle.
Have you become Neo yet? You go back to World War II?
No.
No? Is a dude that's dressed in a giant robe who's drop kicking you and running up walls, Wesker style?
No.
That's not an Indigo Prophecy game.
And I've also bought Uncharted 2, which I haven't played yet, but I'm looking forward to quite a lot. So
Game is amazing.
that's my PlayStation. I feel dirty.
I'll
So
say
that's
one
my
thing, dude.
PlayStation still.
When you start playing Uncharted 2 and you first climb up the side of that train, If you can turn that game off after that...
I don't want to play it before I play Enslaved, because you said it'll ruin it, so I want to play Enslaved first.
It's not going to ruin it, it's just going to make Enslaved look like...
Plus I want to play the
a
first
less
one.
interesting
I want to play the
version of it.
first one first, first Uncharted, but it's more expensive second-hand than the second one, so I don't want to buy it.
I haven't played the first one, but I hear that it is nothing like the second and the
Right.
third. It's just literally a third-person action game that looks very nice, that just has its gameplay problems, as Aden once told me.
And then other than that, I've been on my PC, which we don't talk about. So
Why? What you been? Well, this is about gaming, dude. What
I
have you
know,
been playing on
but-
your PC? Have you been laughing out loud?
yeah, I've been laughing out loud quite a lot, and if you start talking about it, I just don't see me stopping anytime soon. So I just think it's best to.
So for people that are wondering, Ryan is a closet League of Legends player. He's been sober for about 7 minutes, and he doesn't want to mention it, so we're going to just scoot past that to...
Well, yeah, it's something that only half of our group can talk about, really, and you can talk about it for a long time. So
I could talk about it for days, me, Ryan. You know that bitch with purple hair? Totally do her.
yeah,
Okay, if she's a hero, a heroine, or what? She's getting nailed.
Not wrong with Morgana.
there's nothing wrong with
Exactly.
that.
Bit of our Judi Dench. Don't love her.
Get a wax out.
And then Lummy did the embarrassing thing of picking a woman when he thought it were a man. Oh,
but-
we had some times with that one.
We were trying to do central lane, right, and she were on right lane, and then left lane came along and slapped us in his lane. I'm like, oh,
It's called ganking, Chris.
I don't know. Shit is.
Ganking?
That's-
That sounds like something illegal.
Dude, that's a gang
It's
spank.
illegal.
Exactly. We just got
You just got ganked.
You just get
But yeah, I have no idea what League of Legends is. My only experience with it is watching XCal play, and you don't learn much from that. But we will slip.
It's fun.
It's one of them games where
That's
when
it.
you first start it, if you're not used to it, you get dicked quite a lot. But if you get used to it, it's fun to play
Well,
with people.
big selling
And
point, it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Developers, it's free, and people play free games. Just look at Minecraft. He's finally released that. It's gonna get fucking bazillions of sales because everybody's already got the bloody thing. Unbelievable. Free games get you anywhere.
But yeah.
Age of Empires is free on PC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
Until
but
you
what's
want to
that?
actually buy a faction.
Oh yeah, so you want to buy a faction, you're going to fork out like 50 quid. It's 90 quid for the unlimited pass that gets you
Exactly.
everything. And they're bringing out a
The
plant
good-
every
the
other
good
day,
thing about-
new
the good-
decorations.
The better thing about League of Legends is you can buy them early, but you don't have to. You can.
Season pass, man. Season passes are fucking killer.
Whereas with Age of Empires, no matter how long you play it, you can't earn points to buy them. You have to buy them with money.
One thing that killed me was I unlocked an awesome helmet and then it said to me,
You have to buy it.
yeah, you have to buy the army to have epic gear.
It's like
And
them,
then
it's
I
like
bought
them,
an
it's like
army.
them frigging chests that they put in Fable 2 and you go to open it and you're all excited. It's like,
Is it?
you have to download this DLC to open this chest. It's
Is
like,
Age of Empires PvP?
yes.
It can be.
Oh,
There's
wow.
PvP matches. I really like it. I think it's awesome.
I downloaded it and we haven't
No.
played it yet. But,
Fucking no, I did not know.
There's co-op. There's achievements.
Cool.
There's
And it's free.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is my computer has problems running Paint,
you can
so
you can get about
I'll stay away.
300 G on the one free
without
ones.
paying for it.
And then if you want all 1,000, you're gonna fork out about 100 quid because it's
You
ridiculous.
have to buy all the factions.
Sorry,
and
I'd
shit.
rather suck a dick.
But yeah, that's
I
me.
bought one army. That's me.
That's me kissing asses, watching gay films and playing random games.
Sounds like
Pretty
such
much.
a busy weekend.
It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it? Because Aiden's a...
Oh, is it
Yeah,
my
but-
fault? Is it
Yeah,
my fault?
It's your fault, Aiden.
Go on, keep the domestics in the house, boys. Which brings us to Lumsworth.
I'll do.
Still Lummy. What have you been doing, man?
Not much, to be honest.
So interesting.
Finally got to Brink. Finally got to Brink.
Finally got to
Oh my
experience the
God.
magic that is.
I can't believe how much, even though y'all three slammed it and were like, oh, it's awful, I'm thinking, can't be that bad. It can't be that bad.
They're the fatal
And I
last
finally
words.
got it, and I was just like,
It's really
it is
bad.
that bad. I've played it for about,
5
Maybe.
G's worth.
and I've played it for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and I've enjoyed 10 minutes in it so far.
It's-
And the only reason I enjoyed that is because I was under some stairs, nailing some dudes that were all coming through one door, and they couldn't kill me, and I was like, yeah, XP.
You're under
But
some
everything
stairs,
else is
nailing
like-
some dudes.
Under some stairs.
Exactly. Nailing some dudes.
Urban sex
Anyway.
fest.
It's like, it just feels so clunky, like, everything, even you slid under this, but it didn't look nice when you did it.
Some of that movement stuff were kind of cool, but it
The
could have been
idea
done
of
better.
it.
You know, because you played Battlefield 3.
Well,
Completely
yeah, Battlefield
shits
3,
on
when
it.
you just jump off of stuff and angles out, it's so smooth and nice, and
Yeah.
Brink just in. But so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. That's it.
Well,
That's all I'm saying about Brink.
One of the problems I had with Brink is I got so used to jumping up. I tried running at walls, and when he didn't jump up a 20-foot high wall, I was mad at it.
One of the big problems I had with Brink was the biggest piece of shit I've ever played, and now I hate
But
it.
Yeah,
we're not
same
talking about Brink anymore. That's it.
I've got a question for you though, dude, that I meant to ask you. You know when you were talking about Enslaved the other day, how you beat it?
Yeah.
When I looked on your tag, it said you'd only got 75G. What's happening there?
I've got no internet.
Oh, I didn't.
That's why we're moving on to
Yeah.
Enslaved.
I was just like, I hope his tag's not glitched.
No.
Fucking
I've beaten. I've played. I must admit, Enslaved. Even though it's what? How old is it? Maybe a year.
It's about a year and a half. Yeah.
It's brilliant. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as what I did. I think it's brilliant. And like I said, I've beaten it on hard, and I loved every minute. You've enjoyed a game when you get to ending it, and you're thinking, this is the last cutscene. I want more. I want another level.
Definitely.
I'm actually considering buying DLC. It's very rare I buy
And
DLC
apparently
for a game that I've
that
rented.
Pigsy's, whatever it is, really fun DLC.
Well,
really
it's
solid.
very rare I
achievements.
buy DLC for a game that I don't own. I've only rented it for a start. So, and I'm not. It's rare I buy DLC for a game that I'm not going to get full achievements on, because I'm not doing orb hunting on it, because it just seems ridiculous.
It's bullshit that.
But climbing on it's very linear, but you don't feel detached.
Yep.
Combat on it's simple but effective and fun, and I love characters on it. I think there's good chemistry on it.
It doesn't do anything massively. It keeps everything streamlined, and it makes it all fun.
He don't
makes
try
it
and
all
go.
well.
He don't try and reach too far.
Just
and fall
what is it?
short.
5 enemies on it. 5 enemy types.
Yeah.
But at no point are you ever thinking like, it'd be nice if there was something new at this point.
I think it's because it's not constant fighting. It's broke up a lot
adventure.
with climbing and you're climbing. This has fallen over. Now you've got to climb up this bit, and then there's a couple of enemies. Then you got to climb somewhere, and it just doesn't seem like.
Are there enemies in it that are that enemy that you think, I don't want to fight that enemy?
There's only one enemy like that, and that's the last enemy in the game. And there's certain
Is
points
that
where you just
armoured
say,
red guy that?
no, I'm not about that scorpion thing.
Oh, that's a boss.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Because
like
enemy-wise, there are two enemies that suck. There's a red guy that blocks a lot and he does a lot of damage, and there's an electric guy that if he hits you, he does some serious damage. But
that shooty dude.
yeah, he charges that thing up.
Yeah.
well, because I was watching one of your videos last night because I didn't have anyone to play online with, and I was watching your live view of one of your survival things, and you were saying how once you get to like wave 20 and them armoured guys start coming, it's not fun anymore. And that's when I've played a lot of games, you you play most of it and you're having a decent time, and then there's that one enemy and you come up against them and it just isn't fun.
Yep. Incendiary shuriken ninjas in every Ninja Gaiden. If you want something that's going to fuck you up, he's a guy.
Well, like I said, we Enslaved, I didn't really have that issue. You had that big dude, that big red dude turned up at first. He's on, I think it's when you're finding Trip. Yeah, on the level's called Finding Trip, and basically your female was weird. You've got to go get her. And they turn up right to end at level, and they're just like, come running over. And the first thing they do is pounce at you and punch you. If you don't block, you lose a lot of health. But I think main problem with him is smaller enemies will do a maximum 3-hit combo. And even if you don't block, you'll not die. They'll do a 7-hit combo, and you've got to block, you've got to evade, you've got to do that.
First day I got on Enslaved, dude, you're not shield guys.
Yeah.
I completely forgot you could charge your staff up and knock the shield off.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get ammo to electrocute them. And I got to a point where I thought I physically couldn't fight them. And you know, that windmill area where you first take on a bunch of those, where you're trying to go to a village and you're doing those puzzles, that section there took me ages because I would get my ass kicked because I couldn't break their shields.
The main thing I did in combat was block until I had an opening, then charge staff and stun whatever I was fighting. And if there were a few of them, stun one, focus on other, come back to other one.
I love how you can charge that super powerful move and then use it on a guy you don't like, and
exactly.
just keep chaining that attack.
And
That's
especially
such a
when
cool
you get your staff
mechanic.
upgrades and it spreads. If you get your staff upgrade, you hit one, you stun one, it stuns all 3. It's like, that's brilliant. I just stand back and do it all.
It does sound very interesting.
It is really good.
It's tight. It's tightly made.
Yeah. It's got a really good story to it as well. I really enjoyed it.
All people I know, review wise, they knock its visuals, but I thought it had a nice, interesting aesthetic to it.
I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It looks good. I think
it's got some rough edges.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's all it is. It's just some edges you just think maybe,
but for how much fun you have with it, completely can let that go. Because look at Crysis 2. That game is fucking beautiful, but there's parts of that game and I'm just like, what am I playing?
See, I haven't played that yet, but it's mainly because you were like you knocked it quite a bit.
It's one of the things where, dude, that is not a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Anyone who tells you that's a first-person shooter, they're doing it wrong.
Because on the hard, all I've done on that game so far with what I've played on it is crouch stealth.
Yeah.
Walk through.
It's like Metal Gear Solid.
Wait for it to recharge.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Only not ridiculous
Walk
and fun. There's some fun to be had, but it's such a strange experience.
I didn't find it a fun Crisis, and I had a week with it. Must put it on twice. And when I wanted to shoot people and it killed me for it, I just thought, fuck this.
It punishes you, that game.
That's why I crouch and stealth, and then wait for it to recharge.
Win button.
And then stealth.
Win button. It's like Deus Ex. Or Day of Sex. Well, funny bastards out there.
I didn't use stealth that much on Deus Ex though.
Oh, if you go 4 foxes to farms.
Because it friggin'...
I must admit, I played that game mainly just to play it. Because I've been told it was so good, and I used Chris's guide when I did it.
My first
It's a good game.
Stealth is...
My first playthrough, I didn't
not
use it
have
that
it.
much at all. But because I only got the first upgrade of it the first time, and it drains your battery a lot
Did
when
you know that
before
stealth,
upgrade
right?
it.
You can go through them red lasers.
I know, how fun is that? Oh, people.
I used stealth a lot more on my second playthrough. The second time I did Foxes of the Hounds, and it didn't give me it.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I got that. I said,
Fucking
cry.
bastards twice, man.
What do I do then? Do I record entire guide again? Because I've
Yeah.
obviously made a mistake in it. Fuck that.
Exactly. I've done it twice. Got to do it again
It's
at
madness.
some point.
Just madness.
My first playthrough though, on that were all me. I wanted to do everything I wanted to do, which was usually knock them out because they were quieter. So I should have gone for it in my first playthrough. But there were some bits where I wanted to do. I remember one bit there was a guy behind a window, and I pulled out my pistol and I had that like super piercing thing on it, and I just fired through the window and it shattered and he just blew his head off, and it just felt good. And that bit where you've got to rescue that woman. Good luck trying to do that, stunning them.
To be honest, the first playthrough I did without killing anybody, and I did set off alarms, and it didn't give me the achievement for not killing anybody. So then I did it again, and I did it without killing anybody and without setting off any alarms, and it gave me the achievement for not killing anybody, and not the one for not setting off any alarms. So then I got to play it a third time. But
That achievement can be super liberal though, dude, because you'll know because you watch my guide. I took down one guy at start, and then I pretty much avoided everybody after that because I wanted to just be as clean as I could.
yeah.
Bryce takes everybody down. He's got like the fucking multiple takedowns, and he's stealth beating everybody throughout the entire game, and he still gets that achievement. So there's a lot of flexibility in how you want to approach it.
Yeah, I did that way. I wasn't knocking everybody out because I didn't want them to come behind me or whatever. Or
I don't want to find him bodies. That was my main thing.
Yeah.
Because I played Splinter Cell 1
Yeah.
when I was 2 levels later, and I'm like walking down a corridor. I was like, "You failed the mission, Sam. We found a black guy 2 days ago."
And you can't load the game back far enough to get rid of him. You have to start the level again.
He just fucks you. He completely fucks
I
you.
remember that a lot.
She's like, "What do? Do I run to the cutscene as fast as I can?" And then you try running. Who's there? You failed, Sam. Fuck you.
Because there's them ones where you only have... There's the ones that don't matter. You can have as many alarms as you want. They just get tougher. And then there's them missions where if you get 3 alarms, you fail.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, especially them older ones. But what else have you been toiling to then, Lumsworth?
It's mainly just been a case of mopping up on other games, playing a bit of FIFA, playing a bit of Batman, stuff like that. So not really much else other than Brink and Enslaved.
Brink and Enslaved, like a
Looking forward to Assassin's Creed and
Saints Row
Forza
3.
4.
I'm looking forward to...
Saints Row 3.
Gears.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I want to play Saints Row 3. And yeah, Gears DLC as
DLC,
well.
which,
Actually. There's quite a few things.
it's out today.
Which
After our last
we-
podcast, we just said it was out the day after, and it wasn't.
It
which we said was
today,
out,
right? Yesterday.
was out
Yeah,
yesterday.
right.
Well,
So you got it wrong again.
Again, yeah.
Oh,
we
God.
Said, we said
You're
it was,
going to get me, internet people.
We said it was out 13 days ago, but actually, it was out yesterday.
Well, I'm sure
And
we'll
it
be dabbling
looks
in it.
amazing.
It does look good.
That's all it word for it. I'm amazing.
Visually striking.
Shanking.
Visually striking.
Shaker.
When I saw that, have you seen that Ram execution where he cuts the head off?
Oh no, I've not played as Ram yet.
No, I watched it on a trailer. It picks a fucking cog up and just goes whomp, and body falls off.
I tell a lie. I played as Ram in a multiplayer match against
Is
some
he small again? Like
boss.
you don't first gears, you scales him.
He's pretty scaled.
Uh,
And
Did
I
you-
thought you could do, the Kim execution achievement. You can't. It's got to be against people.
Oh right, I get
Gotta
it.
execute
The
Kim
House
so
of
many
Sovereigns
times,
thing.
yeah.
Are you sure it's not in campaign or?
Oh,
no,
I
it's just
ho-
like 15 times.
I hope it is. I
Oh, is
hope
it
it is.
15?
It says matchmaking.
That
as
being
well.
said, there's
That cutscene should be that should be the last part of DLC. That cutscene.
I think it is.
If it isn't, then that's a disappointment.
But then he'd be with Marcus and that, wouldn't he?
Ooh.
But you know that achievement for
No,
game?
Max and that running side whilst Ram stands on Min's face.
Oh, right.
That's when Berserker turns up in first game, like, hey, jeez, the Berserker.
But they have to get rid of Zeta Squad then, because Zeta Squad are weird, aren't they? So they have to have
They might kill them off.
them disappear
They
somewhere
might
else.
kill them off as long as
Besides, I thought it were a bit further back than that, but
No,
I don't know. We'll see how it
It's,
goes.
it's where it goes to. You know those 50 kills with the Command Center Hammer of Dawn?
Yeah.
Is that with this DLC or was that the previous DLC?
It's with the new DLC. You've got to have the Hammer of
new
Dawn
DLC.
Strikes unlocked from the old DLC to get it on the new DLC.
So the Hammer Strikes is from the old DLC,
Yeah.
but the achievements on the new DLC.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I can't even use that command center, and you know the first level of the campaign, there's a Hammer of Dawn station, and it unlocks from that, so you can just keep replaying starter campaign.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
I've already got.
I thought you'd have to do it in order.
I've already got like 6
Oh, I
kills
thought you'd have to
towards
do it in
that.
order.
I'm like,
But
I
even
can't
though
even use that command center.
if it does stack in order, that's easy
It's
enough
easy.
anyway.
It's like
Yeah.
5 waves.
Every round, isn't it? So
Well, yeah, but if you just do the wave 9 thing where you die at end of wave, rebuild it with your 4,500, and
It's like 6
it's
waves.
a start, you kill at least 6 enemies.
Yeah.
Beauty of that is you get double, triple, quad, quin ribbons. You get one for using
Yeah, loads of XP.
hammer strikes and getting so many kills, and you can get loads of XP from it.
Like I say, I go to my command station, it don't even say out, so I'm like, fuck this game. But I've not
You
played
need
it in a
it-
while.
you need to upgrade your turrets.
level 8 to be able
That's
to use
probably
it.
why.
talk about bullshit. She's telling you something you've got to work so hard to get.
Yeah.
I'm so poor.
It's just
So-
like you got to get yourself back to level 3 to be able to get missiles.
Fun. Or
It was.
you can have one with missiles and I can jump in it.
That's what I did.
That's what he did.
That's nothing to do with that.
I will gain him all my money though.
To get
It's
it,
like
actually,
ending it on that.
To be fair, I'll give you money, not half as much as him, but I've given you money.
Yeah, well, okay.
I'm fucking better.
Well,
I'm stealing your Xbox.
So in terms of looking forward to stuff, games, there's not a lot that I'm really looking forward to, but I'm looking forward to a few films that are coming out. I'm looking forward to going to see Sherlock Holmes 2.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Because of I love the first one. I thought it was amazing.
I
So.
thought the first one were I put it on her, so I'll watch it, and then by the time it had done, that were amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Why I watched it sooner.
It's so good. So I'm off to see that next Tuesday, I think. So it's going to be
Are we?
good.
I'm going to go see it at some point next
So
week.
I'm going to see that next Tuesday. Not on my own, clearly.
Clearly, I really want to see that.
So have you played anything else, done anything else, Lummy, or is that your...
That's pretty much me done,
Batch.
to be honest.
Which swings the conversation round to me, the guest of honour.
Oh, I forgot about you actually, Cathy.
Yeah? I haven't really said anything yet. Not bitched, not whined, not done any of that yet. I played a lot of games this week.
Like,
The ones with buttons and start screens and all that good stuff. No, I recorded my Shadows of the Dam guide, and it was probably the most frustrating guide I've ever made. And it's not because that game is hard, and it's just because it's fluent bullshit. And to go into a bit of detail with it, there's only an achievement for beating it on Legion Hunter, but there's a difficulty above it called Satanic Hell. And the difference between these two difficulties is purely the life meter in the parameters of the game design just goes on the enemies, and you take more damage.
right.
The shop's a little bit more expensive, the healing items probably heal you a little bit less, but it's nothing too ridiculous. And the levels of the game are the simplest thing you could find, because there's a move where you go up to an enemy, you do a light shot where you fire light at them, it stuns them, and then you do a quick time event that kills them. You know, kind of like when you
What,
shot
for
them in
every enemy.
every enemy.
Right.
So it's like
Well, you know in Resi 4 when you shot him at kneecap,
Mm.
and then you could do that kick, it's kind of like that, but it's a guaranteed execution, because they don't have to go down or anything, it's just every time you
Right.
stun them.
So, like when Hunk stuns him.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can upgrade the duration that they're stunned for and how fast this light shot fires. So it becomes so overpowered. You just shoot them with light shot, stab them in the face with your torch, and they're dead. And you can do it to every standard enemy except for the heavies, and that's it. So the levels become essentially easy. Then you get to the bosses. And what I did for my guide is I did a original life bar, so I don't upgrade my life at all. And bosses kill me in about one hit. And these are bosses that have 3 phases. They last about 20 minutes, and there's no checkpoints. And you're probably thinking, well, you know, it's only 20 minutes, but, you know, once you've spent 3 hours dying,
Yeah.
the silliest things, and then because you've got to the end, you try it again, and you're rushing, so you make that mistake, getting too eager.
Yeah.
And this is a game that is exceptionally fun. I'm not going to lie, it is a really fun game, but it's broken. There is glitches, there is problems, the aiming is fucking terrible, there's unskippable cutscenes that make it completely unplayable at times, because the first cutscene is amazing, every cutscene after that, they just lose that humour. It's just like Brutal Legend.
Yeah.
First cutscene, the main devil guy's like, "You're not well endowed enough," and he's stroking his big paw. He's like, "I penetration." And he's just making all these wicked sexual innuendos. Then it loses it. It completely loses it. There's some funny stuff between the skull and the main character, but it's only when Fleming turns up that it's actually funny again. When he's doing stuff like, "Just admit that you're not as endowed as I am." Just keeps doing all these dick jokes, and I wanted to love it, but I've said this before, and I've said it to you, I think, and at the start, I didn't have to play Resi 4, because this was a Resi 4 for a new generation. At the end, it's nowhere near as good as fucking Resi 4. That's how my opinion changed. But that 2D level that you saw that video is the worst level of the game, and there's 3 of them. They fucking suck. It's slow,
Is
it's
it an actual
janky.
level, or is it like a mini part to a level?
It's a level. It's an actual chapter. And the music is like... So music's awful. You move like you're weighted if you've ever played a side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah.
And I play those kind of games because they're some of my favourite kind of games. So to me, it's just dog shit. I have to uninvert my aim to aim correctly because the analog is reversed, for like a stick shooter, which makes no fucking sense because I'm not controlling the camera on that moment.
Right.
It's a Suda51 game, and through that definition, it's weird. It's really weird, but it's cool. And I played the start of the new General Ram DLC, the Ram Shadow. Did that first chapter of it, and I think it's going to be hard on Insane. I'll say that much, because some of them fights, because you're sealing emergence holes. If you've not got grenades, then fights last forever. And if you don't know where they're coming from, like a lot of people don't know that you can fire boom shots into emergence holes and seals them, and fire torque bows and things. Yeah. And if you don't know that, you can be fighting for ages in some of those parts.
I was thinking that today actually when I was thinking about that DLC. I thought emergence holes, grenades, and then my secondary thought, boom shots.
But if you learn them and you know where they are, you can probably end them fights like that.
Well, it's like on first and second one, when you knew where they were coming from, you could get your grenade ready. Well, as soon as you saw it go up, like to say, one's coming here, toss your grenade. By the time first locust is getting out, you've blocked it. And
you've got a cluster look, so you've killed like 6 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew Gears 1 so well that I could seal every hole. I knew where they spawned because I played it too much. But this, I had a clue, and there's a lot more than there were before. What, you look like you want to say something, right?
Yeah. The DLC, I'm confused. Because I know there's the whole Zeta squad and you're playing that, and you're sealing emergence holes, but do you not play as Ram and his squad as well? Are there 2 separate storylines?
I think what happens is you're going to go to a chapter of it where you play them, because there's 5 chapters.
So I'm guessing it's like a whole, like, play these guys for a level, and then it's like
happening
elsewhere, you play somebody else.
I'm assuming it's going to be 3 as Zeta and 2 as Ram, because to me it can only end... Last chapter you've got to be Ram, because you've got to start killing people.
Yes.
Because on Gears 1 you only really see Min, don't you? So everybody else is either dead or run off. So as Ram, you're going to be splitting their squad or killing their squad or whatever, and leaving Min on his own. So it's got to end as Ram. You've got to be Ram, and that's how I'm seeing it.
At the same time,
well, them achievements dictate that you must have to play as him, because he doesn't have Krill throwing multiplayer.
Well, there you go. And then obviously you can't.
And you can't. Exactly.
At the same time,
it's indicative.
If you're killing off his squad, he's still got to have 4 people in his squad throughout the whole DLC that you can play him, because it's 4
people. Yeah, he's got his generals with him.
Yeah, but if you're Ram killing off the Zeta squad, then it doesn't matter, because you're playing as Ram and his
but then
squad.
if there's a level after that...
No, that's why I'm saying you'll probably end as Ram. Because it makes sense for him to split and die and stuff if you're killing them off.
Yeah, you'll probably be walking up to Kim as he's got his back to you. You'll do that, and then it'll go off.
Shank.
And super sneaky. Just swankering on over like...
That guy's probably jingling like Mr. T running.
I know we haven't played it enough to be able to talk about it that much, but are we thinking it's just like the last level you get to play as Ram and his squad, and the rest of it you play as...
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming.
It's impossible
completely
to tell.
Throws a curveball now.
It's impossible to tell.
I hope it does. I love it when you think
you're playing as Maria.
First 2 parts, you're the person, because I turned it off after I did the first one, and when it started the next level, I was the bald guy. The
Barrett dude. Is it Barrett?
In which cigar?
He looks cool.
Crazy blue eyes.
Yeah, he's your main character.
He looks cool.
Apparently, he's got some of the worst fucking lines ever. The IGN review of it are all on about it's kind of weird juxtaposition of this awful thing that's happening all around. It's all despair, and he's going, when I was in school, I didn't go a day without going to the principal's office. It's like, oh!
So they just don't fit.
His lines are proper bad, just like full-on dog shit, which could be funny, but I couldn't hear it because I was listening to a podcast.
But we all know that
Nice and
Carmine
banter.
loves the cock, so...
Carmine should have died. That's what we all fucking
Benor!
know.
Carmine shouldn't have died.
Carmine
He didn't die, and I was happy.
That Raven should have come down on his face.
That
Fucking
Raven
should
should
have been
come
like,
down on Mirror, and
Save
you should have
Carmine.
killed him before he
Yes,
gets a
save
fucking
Carmine.
you can't kill me. Oh! just turns and shoots Carmine.
I think I'm with Lummy on that one. I bought the shirt too.
Save Carmine.
Yeah.
Or it should have been like one at Cogs walking up to him. He's like, we did it, sir. He's like, yeah, we. Shit. He's like his gun misfires or something.
That is one of my favourite
You should've
cutscenes, like,
tried-
you know, where they get shot in the head, and then it's like, hey, thank God I was wearing my helmet, and everybody's like, fuck you, Carmine, shut up. That was one of my favourite cutscenes, I thought it were awesome.
I
I think
cutscene's
he should
the
have crashed
first
his
one.
helicopter into Mirror, so we didn't have to fight her, and
Actually, I would have accepted that. If that were an option.
Well, it's like Gears of War 1 when Carmine gets sniped and it immediately cuts to the locust that did it. That guy's got his rifle on his back.
And
Why
he's
don't
already
we
running off.
Yeah, why don't we get him on his team with his magic back rifle? Queen Mirror would have gone down in seconds. Telling you now.
she didn't go down in seconds the first time or the second time.
Magic bat rifle.
He's
He just
amazing.
remembered his mate came up
Dude,
and
he's
shot
like,
it
it's like
for
a
him.
fucking Skyrim, and he's like, Simon says, you gotta shoot his legs. What are you fucking on?
Shoot its arse bit,
Yeah.
shoot the scarab's arse bit, 3 hours later, me and him shoot its arse bit. He's not dying.
Because you gotta
We
go
might
around.
have to get inside it.
What a day.
You can actually see the bit that you got to shoot from outside though.
We killed Fiston thinking we were shooting its arse to kill it, and we must have hit the core and
You know
killed
about
it.
Halo 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then afterwards we couldn't kill it. What's going on here? Right? And then
Misinformation
Simon
from
was like,
Simon.
you shoot its bum, and then eventually we figured out you've got to board it.
You haven't got to. It
You
depends
don't-
on how much
Yeah, but
explosive
we
you've got,
thought you'd
but yeah.
pretty much hammer it
You
at
can
its arse.
shoot it from.
We
from-
couldn't- we
if
didn't
you get
hit
the
its
right
core.
angle, you can shoot it from the ground. when
But
it's
we
walking
didn't know
around.
we were in its core first time we did it.
You just, it was
I
just
still think
bad.
that explosion is one of the nicest explosions in a game.
It's because you've not played Zone Ender's second runner.
I like the Lambert Berserker
I'm happy with
explosion.
these Scarab explosions in Halo 3.
I like Lambert Berserker explosions
Clowns, man.
simply because it means we've done the Lambert Berserker way.
Our Brumac explosions are pretty nice as well.
Yeah, and then you kill it because you've killed it straight away, and another one spawns.
There's a Brumac in that shot as a ram. I don't know if you're gonna have to fight it,
I've
though.
seen you. Yeah,
There's a cutscene of it walking past because Amma comes down.
I've seen on the trailer that I watched. These firing boob shots at it. So.
You know when you use the Hammer Dawn station in HOD, do you get to control it?
No, back to this trailer that I watched. Apparently, this is how they intended for you to use Amaradon.
Yeah, it's like a Predator missile.
Yeah, you aim
You
it
see
like
it charge
on
and
the
you
top
move
down.
in a
Yeah.
cursor, yeah.
On
And it's all-
on the hard mode, you
grey
press
screen.
it, and
You just-
everything that's in view gets a line above its head, and then if they're still in view when the hammers come down,
Because that's
it
pretty
kills
cool, that. It's just... It's kind of slow. That's the
Compared
one
to what you
thing.
used to.
Yeah, you know when you're like in a AC-130 and you're raining shit down,
Yeah.
and then you go into this scene, it's just like... It needs to be faster.
And you instantly kill Brumac with it, and then another spawn, so you killed it so quick.
Well, there's like 3 Reavers on that section that keep
Well,
turning up.
The best thing about it on hard is as long as they're in sight, as long as they're not under like a building or something,
They're
it
dead.
kills everything on the screen.
So as long as it's not a Modern Warfare 3 map,
Yeah.
they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, but like I said, that's the biggest bullshit, is when you get a Brumac, you drop
Yeah.
hammer straight away, you kill it so fast it spawns another. And you've got another chuffing
Yeah, but
Brumac to
that's
deal
free
with.
experience.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
but
XP
still, when you
and
go
it's
to
a big
level
chunk of the
150,
bar
you
as
get
well.
done.
Rather than
Yeah.
having a big chunk of the bar and then loads of enemies, you just got 2 big chunks of the bar.
2 big giant
Oh, I
maps.
thought, no, that worked. I thought you just instantly got rid of Fiston and got second in
It gets rid of a big chunk when you
Oh,
kill
I
the
didn't
Brumac.
realise it.
I think you get like 5 enemies or whatever, as well as 2 Brumacs.
As opposed to 1 Brumac.
Well,
and
as
shit
opposed,
loads.
as long as you're not in a hotel where he fucking comes in a hotel with you and chuffing
I
chases you
don't
around
get
the room.
that.
The worst is overpass. The worst is overpass. When you kill everybody on overpass and he comes up the stairs
he comes
and blocks
upstairs
it off and you can't get down.
past it.
And if you touch him, even if he's not moving, you die. You're not allowed to touch the Brumac.
Berserker worse than
I
that though.
hate-
We're
I
all
hate touchdown.
all hiding like she's coming,
Yeah, but-
run, and then we all moving around map in a giant circle.
At least you can. When the Brumac comes up, you can't even get down.
That dude just clip happy.
He's just like, I'm getting through here.
I can't get in here. Clip off. Ah! He comes and finds you.
It's like that. Was it the video you showed me yesterday? That guy hiding behind that pillar on
Yeah.
Skyrim from a dragon because he had little health, and the dragon's head just comes through this pillar and eats.
That sounds like
Throws him
Ninja
off into the
Gaiden.
distance. This guy's like popping out with his arrows, like, yes, hit. Oh no, I'm on the wealth, I'll just sit here.
straight through the graphics.
That is a full-on Ninja Gaiden moment. That. which is an interesting segue because the last game I've been playing is Ninja Gaiden Sigma still. And to keep on a tangent, there was a boss I was fighting last night. She's called Alma. She's now got buddies with her. She's very hard, and the only thing that sucks about the fight is when you die, you've got to swim through a tunnel for 5 minutes to get back to her.
You mentioned this over there.
Really don't like it. But when you were fighting her, it's really exciting because she's hard and she's good. And I was dodging, I was having a really good fight. I'd got her down to about 1/3 of her life, and then I jumped away from her. Pillar. I moved the camera as I ran forward, and I was in a grab, and she killed me with one grab.
Fucking hell.
All because when I jumped there, the camera just went, hello, and just put a pillar in my face. And I don't mind hard games, but hard games when it's like that is a bit frustrating. Because to update you on where I am, I were on normal before. I've beat normal now. I've unlocked hard, and there's a bonus boss on this version of the game called Doku in level 2. And he's kind of like the main bad guy for most of the game. And in the original version, Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black, you just saw him in a cutscene and he ran off. But in this new version, they made him a boss. And if you beat him, which you're not supposed to do because after you beat him, you die anyway. You just fall down in cutscene. It's magic. You can unlock a difficulty. So my thought was, I want to beat this on Master Ninja, so I'm going to skip hard, skip very hard and do Master Ninja. I'm going to fight this boss. And I made a separate save for it. I can't beat this fucking boss on hard, let alone on anything else, because you can only hurt him when he's attacking you. Every time you hit him any other time, it just doesn't do damage for some reason. He's randomly immune. It's really strange. So you've got to bait him. And you stand in front of him and he's got about 4 attacks. One, he breathes fire. If it touches you, good night. But it's good because you can jump behind him and attack him. He'll block it for a lot of the times, but sometimes you get past. His other one is a hit combo. His other one, if you're too far away, he stabs the ground and it's a shockwave. And his last one is a lunge at you, where he just goes to charge up for a second and he dashes. And that's the one you want, because that's the one you know you can hit him with. But if you get too close, he does a grab. And this grab is a one-hit kill. There's nothing you can do. You can't get out of it. And it is the fastest thing I've ever seen. And I've got pretty good reflexes in this motherfucker.
Where's your...
all the time. You're in it. You're in the animation. And what happens with the... You know what invulnerability frames is, I assume. It's a frame of animation where you can't be injured. In these games, when you play them on the harder difficulties, you need that to survive. And on this, the roll, you know, the first few
it's always the roll.
frames of the roll,
yeah.
You're invulnerable. As you come out of the roll, you're not. And on this game, if you roll and jump, you do like a and do a lovely little flip away, and it's the fastest way to evade. But if he hits you in anything other than those first 2 bits of that frame, he'll do damage. And there's been moments where I get into half-life every time and he grabs me and kills me. Every time. I've fought him about 60 times and he does it every time. But after I've finished my attack, I go to roll and jump away and he's grabbed me. And it's like, there's literally nothing I can do, because you know how you get recovery frames where you've done a move and you've got to wait before you can move?
Yeah.
Grabs me.
Seems a bit ridiculous.
So I thought, maybe this is telling me I'm not ready for those later difficulties.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll play through the game, and it's a piece of cake on hard. So it's just kind of, I'm dying on a few bosses because I don't want to use items and things like that, but I want to play them other ones. And I know as soon as I get to very hard, the first level, the save point is after 7 encounters, and it's 7 encounters that are harder than the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And when you die, it's back to that start bit.
There's a lot of that with Ninja Gaiden, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not quite as bad, because on the second one, they put more saves in. It's never, do these 3 fights and then save.
Yeah.
Because on Ninja Gaiden 2, if you die on the second fight, you checkpointed before it. So you're good. You come back in and you're on that fight. On this game, it checkpoints per save point. And there's 2 save points per level. So you can do the full level, beat it, get to the next level, die, and be back at that save point on the previous level. Because the checkpoints are so bad.
It makes no sense.
That is just ridiculous.
And it's getting to the point where I'm like, I can do this because it's not that hard. But the frustration I get from these fucking checkpoints, I'm using items against bosses because I know I've got to run 20 minutes to get back to it. And it's not because I don't think I can beat it with art. It's because I don't want to fucking do that again. If they fixed that one little thing, it'd be one of the most fun, challenging games I've ever played. But they're not. And anybody you see that plays that game on them harder difficulties, they're fucking psychopaths.
Well, like that guy who does the no-hit run.
Yeah, that no-hit stuff. The guy's Jesus. I think when Samson or Samus, or whatever we call it, had his hair cut and it fell down to earth, he got the bit of his hair because that dude is just insane. There's a lot of people like that. There's an entire forum full of people, and there's this one guy called Bigalski, and he sounds just like some southern dude's just like, when I play this level, I like to do the on land and UT. Sounds like someone out of King of the Hill.
I was just thinking that you sound exactly like him there.
But he's fucking amazing. And I'm picturing some dude with like 6 kids who drives a truck, and he's one of the best players I've ever seen on this game. He's like, this bit here, the camera's not very good, so I like to jump over, and I'm on normal game, my shit pushed in, and this dude's just fucking railing it, and I've got images of him beating his wife. It's just, guy's amazing. No offence to him, it's just a stereotype, but unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. But that is pretty much me done anyhow, because I did play some other stuff, but it's not really interesting enough to weave anything that y'all guys can get much from.
Fair enough.
Because it's PS2 games, and you know, PS2
I
consoles.
never had a PS2, so
How can you never had a PS2?
because I was God
It's alright because apparently they're redoing Final Fantasy X, so you can relive that.
Yeah,
on my
pictures.
PS2.
Well, that is amazing.
Yep.
That game.
Best news we've heard so far. But speaking of news, news time.
We need to get a theme tune.
We will. We totally will. It'll be raped on an altar by an altar. But the first place I'm going to go for some news is going to be Xbox360achievements.org. Nice little drop there. They're a small site, you might have heard of them.
In a video site.
And the first thing we've got is a review of the Back to Cartland DLC. So I'm not going to speak too much
Should be
about
good,
that.
that.
Couldn't give a shit.
It should be good.
I'm excited because
The
when it
original
works, I'll play
Karkin
it.
map was fun. So this remake should be really fun.
Never even
Plus you get free achievements for it. The DLC, if you buy the game, is free. Oh, is it? No, it's
Yeah,
limited edition. Yeah, if you get the limited edition,
Which was the same
DLC
price.
is free. Yeah, same price as the actual game anyway.
Well, I didn't get limited
So you
edition,
get
so
the
I'm
DLC for free, and you get
It's got
250G. Yeah.
250G.
But one of the achievements is get a kill in a car, assault rifle, tank, and jet in one life.
In one life.
I've been in a jet for roughly an hour and a half total. I haven't hit a thing.
That is pretty scary.
I can't
Why
fly.
did he do
I
that?
can fly jets.
That should
I
be
just can't
one
hit
game.
people. So annoying.
One life, man.
That is-
Assault rifle, tank, jet.
That is
But if you got jet kill it first, it'd be like done.
Don't think
But-
I've been killed by a jet either.
I've been killed by
Well,
him.
no,
The
but-
most important is you
The
guys
thing
having
is-
dog face up in air. There's
Yeah,
me
but-
running around floor having a time. And
Yeah,
it's-
but if
I'm
you
getting
haven't-
killed by him all the time to crash him.
If you have a dogfight and kill the person, kill the other jet, that counts as a kill.
Yeah, but when I hear a jet, I don't think, gotta kill that jet. I don't worry about that jet. I don't think about that jet. I
Well,
let Lummy think about that jet while he flies about trying to take it
It's
down.
'cause the
I'm just
jet
on
takes
floor
down the
being
jet
safe.
takes down the helicopters and the other jets.
Oh, well, I'm
for their
always
team.
on ground, so I'm always safe, so there's
I'm
never
really
been a
always
problem
on
for
ground, to
me.
be honest. So.
Or in a tank.
Like
or in
95%
tanks.
of my gameplay is either on foot or in a tank.
I fly as much as I can. Doesn't mean I'm very good, but I fly. My connection with flying isn't good because it's like I'm going through warp holes.
To be honest, jets aren't much of a threat unless nowhere near as much a threat
talented
as
pilot.
Yeah, they're nowhere near as much a threat as helicopters, but jets are more of a threat if you've got snipers who are painting targets. Because you unlock a little, it's like a red
Map
dot,
mark.
that map that says there's a tank here. It's locked. You fire your missiles, it's going to hit that tank. That's when jets become a threat.
That's pretty powerful. I like that because it involves using your team to help you
Yeah.
out. That's the best thing about Battlefield because there's no teams in Call of Duty. I don't
That's
care
the
what
beauty
people
of
say.
Battlefield and squads is you get them squad perks.
And the
You
only
get to a
problem
certain
is-
level, I can have ammo, you can have sprint, you can have suppression, and Aden can have explosives, and
And
you've all got them perks. You've
That is
all
pretty
got
cool.
4 perks.
but the problem is we don't have 4 people that play it.
Well, my disc
Got
doesn't
one.
work, bitch. My disc doesn't work.
So I've had so much good times like that when we're playing like a squad. Like there's you guys flying around. There's you guys flying around.
That killed the story.
And then there's they were like what's he called? That Danny's mate,
Sandman's
CDO or something. Yeah, him. He were pretty cool. And he like there's you having your dog face, telling us what's happening on ground, telling there's tanks coming. There's him on a tower miles away sniping and telling me where targets are in case he can't hit them.
Yeah.
And there's me coming up onto roofs with about 3 snipers in behind a box and knifing a lot of them
Yeah,
and just having good. That's
that's the battlefield you
yeah,
love.
that is awesome. You're playing at your own sack of shit.
It's all about playing.
It's borrowing
teams.
on you.
What else is it new?
Speaking of a sack of shit, there's been the new batch of Xbox Live apps being released, and with the looks of this, they're being released to different regions, and the ones
Yeah.
you get will be indicative on where you are, and it's everything from MSN Video, YouTube, to Verizon Fios TV. And obviously, we don't even have Verizon servers over here, so
No.
we can't get that kind of shit.
And you lucky people in Spain have TVE.
Exactly, because
Or you might know it as rtve.rs.
German TV. So if you're looking forward to some apps, there's a full list of them up. So check
Are
them
they
out.
for the Dash?
They're for the Dash. Yeah.
So when's YouTube been announced for?
Winter.
Is it still winter?
I think it'll be for
Right.
us.
You guys use Love Film app yet?
Yes.
Can you manage your list and stuff?
No.
Oh.
You can on the PlayStation.
What is the point of the app?
You can on the PlayStation one, I think.
Fuck that. But the next bit of news, we've got Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD probably won't have the original soundtrack.
I hope
Oh,
it does.
So I'm not buying it.
If it hasn't got original soundtrack, then there's no point.
There it is. Download it and play it while you're on it.
It's like Crazy Taxi.
Oh wow. Kojima vid reveals Metal Gear Solid 5 ideas was to be set in World War II. What the fuck?
Somebody
is
needs to
that?
slap him. He's
but
getting
dude,
dafter
yeah,
and
but
dafter.
Metal Gear Solid 3 were like during blooming Soviet
Yeah.
era, weren't it? Back in the 70s, so maybe.
That had its flavour though, because when
Yeah.
it went 2, you pull out your little directional mic, and it's nifty and small, and you can hear everything. On that one, he pulled out a great satellite dish.
With his backpack
Oh.
on, powering it.
That was so. I love all the gadgets like that. That's why I think they should make an old James Bond
Well, this is a
set in
bit,
the 60s.
a bit topical. Ninja Gaiden 3 gets a release date in Japan. March 22nd, which blows, which means we'll probably get it 10 years later.
That shot looks amazing. White ninja killing blue ninja.
Purple Ninja. It's original Ryu costume, get it right. There'll be people complaining. Then we've got Azura's Wrath demo descends in January. Have you guys seen
What
that
is
game?
that?
Is that Monster Hunter like looking thing?
No. This
No.
is
That's
a,
Dragon's Dogma.
I think it's it's a Capcom Devil May Cry-esque action game that is Dragon Ball Z fucking stupid. There's this one bit where
Yes.
because the dude goes Super Saiyan and gets 6 arms. And he fights a giant gold Buddha statue. And this Buddha statue does a move where it gets bigger than the planet. The camera zooms out, so it's sat on the fucking planet. And it's got a giant finger that comes down. It cuts to him blocking a giant finger. And you've got to like bash a button to stop it.
That sounds awesome.
It looks amazing. Check it out. It is the sickest.
What's it called?
It's called Azura's Wrath.
I won't remember that. Send me in a message.
It looks... Dude, it's Dragon Ball Z, but maybe not a shit game. So I'm excited.
The day they do a Dragon Ball Z, that's actually like really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
It needs
the fun-
RPG elements. It needs to be
Yeah.
mostly RPG
Yeah,
than fighting.
if Pure Platinum made a Dragon Ball Z game or something.
And you need to get your driving license on it.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Piccolo.
Achievement for beating Piccolo in a driving license.
That'd be awesome.
And even better, a 0G achievement for going back without your license and getting bollocked by Chi-Chi. But we've got Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning preview. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's going to be up there with a Skyrim-esque game, but it's third person, and apparently it has pretty good combat, so it's loot-based, it's not quite as open scale as Skyrim, but it's heavily influenced from it. Then we've got this week and next week on Xbox Live, all the pre-Christmas add-ons and other gubbins, apparently.
What we got?
I'm waiting for it to load because my internet's not as good as the internet you once had. So we've
Back
got...
to that.
Oh, yeah. Xbox Live, we have Joe Danger Special Edition on the 14th of December, which is 1,200 Microsoft points. Have you seen it?
What's
No.
what's
seen it,
space
dude?
for?
Sonic CD's out tomorrow.
Are you being serious?
Sonic CD, 14th of December, 400 Microsoft points.
14th today!
No.
Are you kidding?
For anybody listening, Lummy is our resident Sonic masturbatory master.
Are you kidding me?
Guy loves it.
I'm sorting my internet now. I'm
Are you
going.
going down to Debbie's?
Ah.
I'm just going to boost these out. There's Gears of War. They're all pretty much today's date, yesterday's date. We've got Ram Shadow, Back to Karkland, Assassin's Creed, Ancestors Character Pack, Your Fitness, a lot of bullshit. Duke Nukem Forever DLC, because that's what everybody wanted. Magic the Gathering, deck expansions, Orcs Must Die's Lost Adventure, Pinball FX, Fruit Ninja Kinect, The Gunstringer. So these are all add-ons for them. The deals of the week are Bang.io, Hard Corps Uprising, Radiant
It's a Super
Silvergun,
Meat
and
Boy
The
now.
Wow. Jesus Christ, that is pretty much every shooter you can get on Xbox Live. Sales and specials, we've got Countdown to 2012, I have no idea what that is. Games on Demand gets Alice Madness Returns, LA Noire, and UFC Personal Trainer. Once again, nothing on there really. And there's a bunch of Avatar stuff which I'm not even going to give the decency to read. It will fuck itself. And that's pretty much the Christmas releases for
I
that
can't
shit.
believe Sonic CD's out today.
It blows, dude, it does, but if any other time it would have happened, it's going to be this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to screw you.
I've been waiting.
But going over now to GameInformer.com, fantastic game site full of news. We've got stuff about Guild Wars 2, but nobody plays it, so there's nothing to really talk about. Any of you guys know much about Metal Gear Rising?
I know it looked alright when they first announced it, but...
Have you heard its new title?
Oh.
Revengeance!
Is that
Revenge
even
and vengeance.
Is that even a word? Is that an actual word of the medical
It's
word?
a hybrid!
It's a hybrid.
It's such a bad word.
Revengeance. Sounds ridiculous.
Then we've got some rather Mortal Kombat news. Have you heard about The Last of Us? That is the next game that Naughty Dog are making.
You are?
Looks very Uncharted-y. The Last of Us has officially been unveiled thanks to the VGAs as Naughty Dog's next game.
I see.
No idea what it is.
And Will Smith's in it.
It's an exclusive
Fuck
for
that.
now.
It'll be exclusive to
Will
PS3.
Smith.
Yeah, they're owned by Sony, aren't they? Then we've got Kid Icarus stuff. We've got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 looks like on the Vita. If anybody's interested in that. Behind the scenes of Transformers VGA trailer.
Is that Tyrannosaurus Rex?
That is a Tyrannosaurus Transformer.
Fuck me.
Best Skyrim. For the people that can't see this hilarious picture, a guy has made an Elder Scrolls Skyrim helmet of bacon. No less.
Is it bacon?
Yeah. It's,
They're like paper mache or something.
yeah, it's the horned cover helmet made of bacon. And it's entitled The Best Skyrim Helmet You'll Ever Taste. We've got Mario Invades Just Dance 3. We've got Connectable comes to iPhone
What?
and iPad.
I can Connectable's good at... That's ridiculous.
Now you can play with your pet tiger on the go.
You could... It's for fun.
And this is one for Aden, this. Sell out move.
What? Oh,
They're already announcing a nice little teaser for the next game in the Batman series, Arkham World.
Whoop.
They did it in
Looking forward to
VGA.
that.
They did the exact same last time though, didn't
Well,
they?
yeah,
With
fair
Arkham
enough.
What,
City.
it's all a joke?
Oh, apparently it could be... Oh, yeah. It's good to be said that.
What's that?
Yeah, it's just saying it's a joke. They're not really doing it.
Alright.
Character of the Year award. The Joker had a script of the game. Possibly to reveal developer Rocksteady, Warner Brothers' new game. Oh, it was just in fun. But you know they're working on something. I just don't want it to come out next year. I want it to have like a 5-year gap.
Arkham Asylum came out and they were like, oh, we're working on it next then. I laugh if it didn't do well.
The thing with it is, they're fantastic games, but it's coming back to this Assassin's Creed thing. We're getting diminished returns now, where it's just not as exciting
That's
as
the
it
thing.
was.
I was looking forward to playing it when I put it on my love film list and it came, and now I'd rather play other things than it because...
Why is
Same
it
on.
Batman? Why don't they get rid of challenges and just give him more story?
Have you heard about this in Final Fantasy 13 too? It's got a Pokemon-esque aspect to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
that's
capture them and
fantastic, yeah.
use them, yeah.
That's what when I read
That
that
could
and
be
watched it
interesting.
yesterday, I like.
It looks really good.
Nintendo free Game Boy Advanced games updates in Japan. Fuck that shit. Unlock all RAM Shadow achievements. No thank you, IGN. Google Street View now a first-person shooter.
They pulled the plug on it.
Oh, Dutch Digital's Google Street. That's like a terrorist planning thing. Have you heard about that thing in Belgium? Probably use that to plan his fucking attack. Do you know what I was thinking about that? Somebody threw a grenade at me. I'm probably the only person in that crowd who knows what a grenade is and how to deal with it thanks to my video game knowledge.
Kick it at somebody.
Why didn't they pick it up and throw it back? What are you doing? Point it out, holding it.
Have you not got Flat Jacket Pro?
Who cooking?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I had attack inside. I've been back in there fucking...
Resets
I'd
the
have been
pin.
juiced.
If it weren't a crowd like it was
No, but-
supposed to be though, it'd be like on Indiana Jones
They
was chasing
think
antidote.
that guy
You're doing
was
not
trying
bad
to
for
go
this.
against authority. So to go against authority, he shot a bunch of fucking kids. He shot like 2 girls and a bunch of random people in the middle of Belgium streets and threw 2 hand grenades to have a go at police. Why not go to the police station and do a Terminator? Fucking douchebag.
Well, it's Chet running through a window.
And then he shot himself, so who loses then? Don't even get to get his high score. Motherfucker. But IGN does not look to have all that much news. There's a new writer for the Just Cause movie because we're all holding us breath.
Oh
in
well, the
anticipation.
writing on the last ones were just stellar performances
Exactly.
with Rico and Glades. That's what the fuck it's
Command and
called.
Conquer Generals 2. One for your PC.
BioWare.
Doesn't count. Is it BioWare?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It looks pretty good.
Did you know that? Oh, I'm not going to finish that sentence because I completely forgot what I was going to say. But there is an old game. Oh, that's it. You know? Do you remember MDK for PC?
Murder, Death, Kill.
Murder,
Oh,
Death,
Big
Kill.
Helmet.
Yeah.
Parachute.
Gunfire.
With stupid parachute that's got holes in it.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Awesome game back in the day. Probably a bag of shit now.
Yeah.
You know the sequel, Murder, Death, Kill 2?
Yeah.
BioWare made it.
What?
I didn't know fucking BioWare were around then. I never played it, but they did.
My brother loved it. Absolutely loved that.
Played it on
game.
PC back when I was like 8.
He had this, like you say, he had that stupid pointy helmet, didn't he?
Pointy helmet.
Oh,
was that
Black
the
suit.
Laguna Beach thing? Was that the title?
No idea.
No, just MDK.
Murder, Death, Kill.
Yeah.
And they believe it came from Lummy Demolition Man because nobody knew what that title meant.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, it's been
I'm
another
pretty sure I
Murder,
know
Death,
what
Kill.
you mean.
So we've got a bunch of DS news. Not really bothered. 8 Realms VIP key. This is Games Radar for anybody that wants to go and check some of these pages out. Law and Orders, new video game.
What the fuck?
We're all
man?
excited. Dude, LA Noire has opened the doors for everything from fucking NCIS to like Fringe. And we've got Resistance Burning Skies Vita preview, which, judging by that screenshot, doesn't look too bad for a handheld. Alan Wake is probably coming to PC soon. And Jaws, Ultimate Predator on the Wii.
Look at them graphics.
What I want to know, do
Change
you
my
play
life.
as the shark or the diver? Because in this picture of a shark devouring a diver,
He's not even
The
trying,
shark's
is he?
doing well.
what must we have bubbles? I've never seen a unicorn shark with bubbles.
He's doing the Deep Blue Sea defense. He gets bit and stabs it in ivy across.
Yeah, there's more reiterations of YouTube and everything landing on the dash. And Uncharted Golden Abyss preview, which I believe is the PlayStation Vita Uncharted, which looks ridiculously good visually for a handheld.
That looks like he's on
looks
something good.
It looks really fucking good.
I'm getting intrigued with PS Vista.
Well,
I
but
kind of want one.
Why was Metal Gear Solid Rising replaced by Revengeance? We get answers from the developers. So, it no longer exists as a Kojima Productions because it's been taken over by Pure Platinum. So let's see if we can find an answer for this. Your guys know Pure Platinum as a Vanquish, Bayonetta. These guys do action games well. It's just if they're going to do it well enough for this, we'll decide. So, let's see what it says. And Platinum's Atsushi Inaba. According to Kojima, who was busy with Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid Rising, while Metal Gear Solid Rising was being made, there were elements of the game that worked well, but it was not coming together as a whole. We have brilliant staff when it comes to art and technology. We just needed someone to make decisions about game design. And immediately says, I started to wonder if there was a game designer out there who would make this game because we had all the parts. And he tried. His first thought was to ask Western developers, and they soon realised that it had to be Japanese. And they went with Platinum because of the friendship he was in with the people, and they are the best in Japan when it comes to action games, which is a bold statement, but I agree.
But story-wise, they could do out to this and proper just destroy. Right, I'm not saying Metal Gear Solid's got good stories.
Well, the thing with it is, dude,
They
chances
could go
are
fucking nuts with it. Like they look like there were robots being chopped up.
there are robots being chopped. There's all sorts. There's walkers from Metal Gear Solid 4. There's a lot of shit, isn't there? But I've got faith, regardless. But that looks like that's the end of news, because there is nothing really else to discuss.
And well, looking forward to playing. I'm looking forward to playing Dark Souls. If I ever get it,
Well,
you know who you are.
if you were Sushi's listening.
She'll be listening.
But if anyone's got anything else to say,
No,
I think that is the wrap on the second episode of I Don't Even Want One Copy of Timecop.
Now we've got 2 copies of
Now we've got 2 Timecop. It's a logical absurdity. But yeah, and we'll be here next week in the same place. If you enjoy what we're doing, please support it. And as always, you take care now.